Hello, welcome to Quackalope, and today we are giving you a gameplay of
Boom, 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 boom.
Tainted Grail, The Fall of Avalon by Awaken Realms. We just got finished filming a hour and a half long, well, it'll be edited, but an hour long how to play video on this game.
Which is intimidating.
I'm ready to play it.
Yeah, when I taught you how to play the first time,
Sure.
I followed the give them 5 minutes of explanation and dive on in.
It did take me a solid 30 minutes to like the game.
Yeah.
But once I figured out what was going on here and how it played, I fell in love with it immediately.
Yes, you did. I saw when you kind of turned that corner.
Yeah, there was like a switch that flipped in my brain where I just then started getting encapsulated by this whole system and mechanics. So we're really excited to bring you this Tainted Grail gameplay. Some important upkeep. First, if you just want to find out information on encounters, gameplay, just some mechanics of the game, if you didn't quite watch all of that how to play, we will do our best to link some timestamps to important moments of this gameplay so you don't have to have spoilers. Instead, you can see how it plays and you can journey in yourself.
Yeah, see specific combat or diplomatic encounters without getting the spoiler from the exploration, sure.
Along with that, this is part of a experiment we're doing here on Quackalope, a series-based, campaign-based game. There's a lot of these style games we would love to cover. Kingdom Death, Seventh Continent, Madara, Gloomhaven, games that are really, really dear to my heart. The question is, 4 or 5 episodes down the road, are you guys still tuning in to watch them? Do they matter? Are you interested? The way we're going to be able to read that, I need people to like and comment and subscribe to this channel in order for us to continue producing this. This is a one-off. It'll be a good episode 1. If the fans, if the community, give this a lot of love, share it around, like it, comment, letting us know you enjoy what we're doing here, we'll bring you back for episode 2.
Yep.
If not, we'll continue with all the other types of videos we do here on the channel. If you go ahead and hit that subscribe button, you won't be missing out. We produce new videos every single week with gameplay, unboxings, reviews, full documentary videos, a whole mix. I'm gonna be honest, I'm just ready to play.
I am too.
After that how to play,
yeah,
I'm just ready to swing in.
Well, we're all set up.
Okay.
We've set up for chapter 1. The event deck is ready.
Yep.
Our encounter decks have just got level 1 and level 2 encounters in them.
We've
so
gone ahead and set up all of our characters.
Yeah, what character did you pick?
I'm playing our Rev, a simple farmer with not so simple past. Years ago, as a young mercenary, he helped raise many villages and shrines to the ground. Now, a mysterious curse follows him. So I got I'm gonna say a badass with a scythe.
Yeah. That's a simple farmer with a checkered past.
Yeah.
I'm playing a healer.
Okay.
Ailey, I believe is how her name is pronounced. I guess I'll read this back too.
Sure.
An outcast whose entire family perished in the Wyrdness. She makes a modest living supplying healing herbs and roots to the locals.
Okay. So anyone that's seen this channel knows that I love flavor text, and this game is flavor text. So, well, not entirely.
Yeah,
but
spoiler alert.
a lot of it. Go ahead and pull out that letter that was written to you when you begin your journey.
Yeah, so
let's swing into campaign 1.
Every character gets an introductory letter. Here is mine. My dearest apprentice, how I regret what little time we had for your education. I was forced to leave town before I could pass on even a fraction of the knowledge you deserve. Though the fact you'd rather spend time in the meadows than in the temple certainly did not help. Know this, the sagas of old are true. Our island once belonged to twisted immortal powers. Avalon was not created for humans. But Arthur, the first of the kings who landed on these shores with our people, subdued this realm inch by inch. He took the Grail from the Foredwellers and used it to bring seasons and cycles known from our world to this godless place. We all thought the Menhir in our village was raised to immortalize this. The truth is, it was created to keep these ancient powers out, anchoring the island to the world of mankind. Now the Menhirs go dark, and we will soon follow them into oblivion. Thus, Lord Yvain secretly gathered the 5 strongest and wisest champions, including me. He leads us east to seek help in Camelot before it's too late. before the land fragments and sinks into the Wyrdness. If we do not return or send word in 30 days, it means we have failed, and the fate of Quanacht falls to you. Yvain thought you too unstable to go with us, and my runes foretold you would not return alive if you did. But alone, you might stand a chance. Save our people, or, if you cannot, try to save yourself. And always remember, to me you were the daughter I could never have. Stay safe. Niante, priestess of Quanacht.
Oh, I love some flavor text. Oh, I love setting the stage like that.
It's a good introduction.
It's a letter letting us know that we're not the heroes of this story.
No.
We're not even the ones they really wanted to send.
Well, not at the start of the story.
I mean, like 4 or 5 chapters in, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Okay. What are we doing? Let's swing into this game.
All right. So I've got a bit of an advantage.
Yeah, you do.
I've played through chapter 1 maybe 5 times before.
Okay, and I've tested it once-ish.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is new to me. You're gonna be grizzled.
Yeah. So I'm gonna try not to give too much away, but
Okay.
if I'm like, maybe you don't want to do whatever you're about to do. Sure. Okay. So with that, let's just swing on into it. Your
start it.
energy and terror is not right.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and where's that go? That sets up here at 6.
Yeah.
And my health should be at its max,
At 8,
which is up here at 8, and I should have 0 terror at the moment. Correct. All right.
Yes.
Good.
All right. So with that, let's do the start of day.
Sure.
So first, remove the expired menhirs, discard locations that are out of range. Doesn't apply. Reduce all time and menhir dials. So we're gonna drop this time down so we have 6 days, including today.
Okay.
Reveal the next event card. So let's see what that first event says.
This is chapter 1 here.
Yep.
Part 1.
Yep.
Place this card on top of the active quests pile. The time is short. The guardian Menhir has been protecting your town since the ancient days is about to go dark. Rumor has it that there is a secret druid ritual that may help you rekindle the Menhirs. You must explore the locations surrounding Kanhat to find it.
So we have a quest.
We have a quest in red here. Earn a Menhir Rites secret card. To do so, you will have to explore the locations surrounding Kanhat 101. Success. As soon as you have a Menhir Rites, resolve the Chapter 1 Part 5 card from the event deck and discard this card. Remember not to change the structure of the rest of the deck. If this is your first game, try to return to Kanhat at the end of the day and spend a night there to read the dream, as dreams often contain hints. Luckily, you will be my dreamer.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Hint. Dreams contain hints.
Yeah, it's good to know. So now we're taking our actions.
All right.
There's stuff we can do in this town.
Yeah. So we can choose to explore as a party. We can split up, do whatever we want to do. What would you like to do?
I'm immediately drawn down here to this kind of picture with these giant swords.
All right.
Called the Forlorn Swords. Can I go down there?
Yeah, if you want to go down there, maybe I should go with you.
You gonna come?
I'll go with you.
So we're each spending 1 energy to move down here. Now in this location we could either explore, which is like check the location. We also have a smith's shop for 1 energy. We pay 1 wealth and draw 1 craftable item. That doesn't seem bad.
It's not bad. Craftable items are kind of like the lower tier. There's
Okay.
2 tiers of items.
Okay.
But if you feel like spending your wealth on that, go for it.
And then down here it says, sensing their own end, 4 dwellers ordered giants to push humans into the sea, but the giants abandoned their weapons here. So these are the weapons of giants.
Well, that's what the card says.
I like it. That's the myth that exists in
That's
this
the
location.
myth, yeah. But giants aren't that big.
Maybe not. I don't know. I don't know anything about giants. I just know that.
Okay, so let's explore as a party.
Both of us?
Yeah, I think so. Or do you want to go ahead and get it? You've got 1 wealth. Do you want to spend that right now?
I'm okay holding on to it. Let's go ahead and explore as a party. So
I think that's a good idea.
are we each going to spend one?
Yeah, so we'll each spend an energy
Okay.
to explore.
It's going to flip this card.
Yeah, so you rest a while in the shade of titanic swords, their rusty smell causing your nose to tingle. 100 yards away, an eldersmith toils, chipping at the jagged edge of a giant weapon. The hammer uses to break apart this ancient steel seems very strange, as does the sound it makes. If there's a quest token on this location, go to verse 14. There is no quest token, so we'll just see what it says.
Okay, so I'm opening up the book to
105.
105. Forlorn Swords. Otherwise, choose one. Attempt to climb one of the swords. Try to talk with Smith. Rest in the shade of the sword or leave.
We could climb.
You gonna try to climb?
Yeah, I mean, I know...
It says, is that gold you see high up on the pommel?
Yeah, let's go get some gold.
So verse 1, so it's going to be right here. Mm-hmm. So you can either try a free climb, trusting your strength and agility. It requires 1 or more courage. Then you have study the sword's surface, finding the best approach, and climb slowly. You're going to pay 1 energy per party member. And then you have prepare ropes and climbing hooks, proceed with extreme caution. It's going to require 1 or more of your caution icon, and then it's going to cost 2 energy per party member.
So
that seems pretty expensive.
Yeah, so we get to use the party members' highest attribute. So none of us have 2 in anything except for my empathy, which doesn't count.
Yep.
I think that our best bet is going to be the last one where we pay 2 energy.
Okay, so we're going to prepare ropes and climbing hooks, proceed with extreme caution. We do have the caution we need to do it.
Yep.
And we're each going to pay 2 energy.
All right.
All right. Down we go. You're going to roll a die, add +5, then add +1 for each point of your health.
All right, so I rolled a 4.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to add 5 to that. That brings us to 9.
9.
And then 1 for each point of our health. And I think we don't get to use both of our health, but I think we'll use whoever's highest. So you've got 8. That takes us to 17.
17.
Should
and I
be
am
good.
Checking verse 10. 14 plus. A perfect climb. Okay. If there's no quest token on the location card, go to verse 14. If there is, remove the quest token and go to verse 6. So 14. Sweaty and tired, you're now in a narrow niche that was once the sword's fuller. There you rest a while, feasting your eyes on the wide open vistas of the island. From here, you can see there are 2 more menhirs near Kanhat. One sits hidden between the mist-covered mountains of the Fordwellers. Another sits in the hills near a cursed town known as Whitening. Put a quest token representing your progress on the location card.
Okay.
Okay. If you have no energy left, you're too exhausted to go up or down, and the sun is already setting. Otherwise, choose 1. Now, I have 1 energy I could expend. You've got 3
You've got
there.
2 energy you could expend.
Well, going down to 0, I've got 2.
But that's not a big... it's always an option.
Yeah. We could climb farther, or we could go ahead and descend.
I think we climb farther.
Now, one thing I want to make a note of. Where is... Between mist-covered mountains of the Fordwellers... and one is near a cursed town known as Whitening.
We can't see that right now with the revealed location cards, but the Fordweller Mounds are here.
Okay.
And Whitening is here.
Okay.
If we go up further, we'll be able to see what's even further beyond.
So like we're on the shoreline now, and the map's kind of extending above us in a way.
Yeah, it's heading out that way.
Okay, and there's a little map we could use to reference that if we wanted.
Yeah, and I love those little maps that come with the game too. I especially love that I don't remember where I read this, but
this
there's
is where
something
we are.
about this is an old map and it may be out of date.
Oh, nice.
So it's a general reference. It gives you a general feeling for where things are.
It's kind of accurate.
But it's not necessarily to scale or accurate. Yeah.
Okay, neat. All right. So are we going to keep climbing?
Yeah, we definitely should. We come this far.
You look up and notice the sword's guard shining far above your head. Go to verse 1. Verse 1 is going to give us the same series of options.
Yeah, so let's do the cautious one again, because this is one where you get to add 5, right?
Okay,
Yeah.
and the other ones they don't add quite as much.
Yeah, if you've got more points in courage, or if you've got, what's that one? Yeah, that one's a little more chancy, the second one. So I think that this is our best chance. We pay 2 energy each.
And I'm going down to 0.
Yep.
Okay, prepare ropes and climbing hooks. Proceed with extreme caution. We do have the caution necessary.
Yep.
We pay 2 per.
So I'll roll the dice again.
Uh-huh.
So this time we got a 5. So we're going to have another 5 that takes us to 10.
18 total.
Yep. So we pass
now
again.
Check your result. We do have a quest token, which is what we just placed with that last one. We're going down to verse 6. And verse 6 is going to be a puzzle.
This is where you get to do your decoding. Go ahead.
Okay. So I got to match up the skulls, right?
Yeah, so...
So this one, 4, 2, and 7.
427.
427. So is that
Book of Secrets, verse 427.
all the way back here? You did it. You pull yourself onto the sword's crossguard, as wide as a moat. Startled seabirds watch from their nest. You stretch your arms wide as if to embrace the entire island. From here you can see incredible faraway places, the pale, smooth walls of the Four-Dweller Fortress in the northwest, the castle of Camelot far along the eastern shore, the reflective surface of a mirror lake directly to the north, and a sacred druid moonring behind it. Then you discover that many parts of the sword's crossguard and pommel are still covered in gold. If you don't have one part of the hidden treasure status, each party member gains 1 experience and 2 wealth, and part 1 of the hidden treasure status exploration cards.
Okay, each party member gets 1 experience and 2 wealth?
1 experience, 2 wealth.
Nice. So
that
experience
is not
and
bad.
2 wealth. And we get part 1 of the hidden treasures.
Yep. Which we have a little, tracking sheet or character sheet there that we're following?
Yeah, this is going to track various statuses that we obtain throughout the game. Prevents us from repeating quests, or it might be a precondition for moving further.
Cool. So that's going to resolve. I don't have any energy left.
I don't either, so time to rest.
Okay. Resting. There is a dream symbol here. So we're having a dream on top of this hilt?
Yeah, we are.
Right?
So,
because we just climbed up to the top? Mm-hmm. Okay. How do I trigger a dream?
So it just happens at part of the rest. Well, first off, we have to decide if we're going to eat.
Okay.
So first off, it's rest. So you don't have to eat any food. But if you don't, because you're at 0, you would lose an energy. Mm-hmm. I am not going to eat any food. So I will drop to 0 and then go up to 4.
So if I don't eat, I'm going to lose a health.
You're going to lose that.
Right. But it's only 1 health for a food, and that would allow me to gain, and then I'd go back up to 4, right?
Yeah, you're only going to go up to 4
Period.
if you do or do not eat.
I'm going to go ahead and do that for now. I'm not too stressed about it. So I'm losing a health and pulling myself up to 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. If I wasn't exhausted at the start, I would have eaten, because it's nice to have that full 7 energy.
Sure.
But the difference between 4 energy and 5 energy, not a big deal.
Sure. And then let's see here. Where's our dream sequence?
It's always at the last part of the exploration,
Right here.
and it's in gray.
Is that all we need to do at the end of day? We're resolved. We don't have cards to go through. We don't have experience.
We don't have
to
any
spend
experience yet.
Okay. The dream. Would you like to read the dream?
Sure.
There you are.
The army of men formed a defensive line with their backs toward the sea. A last desperate stand. But the Four-Dwellers did not attack. Instead, they sent giants to do the dirty work. As the Titans began to advance, men cowered behind their shields and horses panicked. Only Arthur held his ground. He knew the giants would come. He counted on it. Alone, he marched out to meet them, stretching his arms wide. Half an hour later, the giants bent their knee before the human king and drove their weapons deep into the hill, vowing never to take them up against humans again. Each character who has this dream loses 1 terror.
Well, we don't have any terror anyway.
Nope.
So we're okay.
Yep.
Okay. That's the end of the evening?
That is it. Now we go to the start of the day.
That
So
guy's
we're
gonna
gonna
tick down.
tick this down to 5 days.
We're running out of days.
Yep. Reveal the next event card. So we'll put this as an active quest card, and then you can reveal that.
Okay. Event Part 2. Homeless vagabonds roam the roads and trails. Many hail from fishing villages farther to the west, where the last Menhirs went dark weeks ago. Though malformed and sick, they're the lucky ones. Their toll chills you to the bone. Is this the fate that awaits your land? We could either help the refugees. Each player may spend 1 wealth or 1 food to gain 1 reputation or 1 experience.
Well, if we get that experience, yeah, you know what? I'm going to spend a food to get some experience. That'll let me level up.
Yeah,
at the end of the night.
I think I'm going to spend a wealth.
No?
You don't think so?
I think you might want the wealth.
You think I want to hold on to the wealth?
Yeah.
So I'm going to spend a food?
Sure.
All right.
Hey, it's your play. You do what you want.
I'm going to spend food. I just had more wealth than food, so that's why I don't know the value of the two, though. So I'm going to spend food.
Okay.
Okay.
You're going to gain experience or
to
reputation?
gain that experience. Yeah, I'm going to gain the experience as well. Like, I want to be able to level up.
Yep.
And then the bottom part of this. Place 5, -1 per player, additional random events on top of the event deck. Then discard this card. So we have 2, so we're placing 3.
Yeah, so you're going to take 3 random events.
1,
put them
2, 3.
Yep.
Okay.
So then that'll be our discarded event. So we can place that there, and then this can be our active quests.
And then hint, there are several ways to gather food or heal around your starting location. You may need to find them. Oh, I like that it's like, by the way, your food might be a renewable resource. Your wealth might be harder to come by. That's sort of what it's telling me. Right?
Yeah, we can get food. Look, right up here, you can see the location action there gets us food.
My special ability is to actually be able
and
to...
you can gain food with your ability, that's right. So, one thing we forgot to do when we moved down here.
Well, yeah, we got to populate a little bit, right? We're looking for 108 over here. The Grub wood. Interesting. That sounds disgusting. That sounds horrible.
I'm sure there's some grubs in there.
Maybe.
So, as I said, I've played this game, this chapter 5 times.
Yeah.
There's 2 areas that I'm a little less familiar with. One is Grubwood, the other is over here.
Whatever's over here?
Yeah.
Because the Menhirs are up top there.
Yeah.
Which we already know. Because you're cheating.
I've just played it. You learn experience. There's more than one way. Experience are not just little red cubes.
That's true. So what are we doing? We're back here to the top. We've already reduced the Menhir dial. We've revealed the next event card. We don't have any guardians currently to move.
I think this quest token is supposed to come off. We
resolved that during that last one. And then pick active item and secret cards. We don't have any active ones. During the day, it's time to do our action. I'll let you take the lead this time since you followed me through those last few. Where are you going?
I'm not a very good fighter, and I think that there is stuff to fight in the Grubwood.
Okay.
So I don't really want to go there. I'm going to be running from a lot of stuff. You might consider it.
Okay.
Just if you want to check it out. Now that I got 2 experience, I don't know if I'm going to go to the Warriors Fair.
You could also go ahead and pay a wealth to draw a craftable item if you wanted.
Let's give me a wealth.
Give you a wealth?
Would you mind giving me a wealth?
Why do you want my wealth?
Well, unless you want to explore together.
What are you doing about...
I'm going to do a little spendy. See, this is the experience here. This is because I've done it. I kind of know. All right.
I mean...
Do you want to explore as a party? Or
it sounds like you're going to do something on your own here. That's what it seems like.
I don't know if there's a benefit. I don't know if there's a benefit to doing it as a party.
You took my wealth. Go do your thing.
All right, I'm going to explore. 105. You wanna?
Yeah. I'll pull it open.
So give me those options again.
Options: attempt to climb.
No.
Try to talk with the smiths.
I'm gonna talk to the smith.
All right. So verse 2. If there is a dial on this location, there is not. If you're playing Bior, you are not. Otherwise, read on. The smith does not like unannounced guests or people who'd like to see his methods.
Right.
You only catch a glimpse of the strange ornate hammer as he gingerly hides it and tells you to leave in no kind words. You can try to talk him down. Requires 2 of the...
Empathy.
Oh.
Requires 2 empathy to talk him down. I know what I'm doing.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to try and talk him down.
You don't want the other options?
I don't care what the other options are.
Go to verse 4. You apologize to the man politely. I want to hear it. What'd you say?
I'm so sorry for interrupting you, but I'm just fascinated by what you're doing here. You're a wonderful workman, and I've heard so much about you.
And then you hang back.
Would you show me around?
Watching. Each strike of his hammer against the surface of the sword produces a sharp, tingling sound. This old steel was shaped not with a tool, but with a song. The smith explains after a while. It takes the same pitch to break it apart. This hammer I have remembers the music of the foredwellers. After a while, the smith gathers rusty ingots from the grass and invites you to his hut where he shows you the rest of his process. If you don't have the riddle of the old steel status, each party member gains 1 experience. Gain the riddle of the old steel status.
Oh, I guess if you'd come with me,
I would have got that experience.
you would have
as well.
gotten an experience too.
That would have been nice.
Sorry, I wasn't sure if there was experience to be had there or not. Riddle of the old steel. Check.
Okay. Then choose one. Leave, attempt to buy the hammer, or attempt to steal the hammer.
I'm willing to attempt to buy the hammer.
Okay, only if you don't have secret card 27, which you don't. Pay 1 to 5 wealth, then check the result in verse 8.
I'm going to pay 3 wealth.
Specifically 3 wealth?
Specifically 3 wealth.
Which some of it you took from me? Okay. Verse 8. The smith carefully considers your offer. Roll a die.
Oh, crap. Oh, no. Did I pay too little? 6. That's got to be good.
If the result is at least 4, gain secret card 27.
Yay!
Otherwise, take your 3 wealth back. The exploration ends. That was almost a problem.
Yeah.
You just gambled with the coin I gave you.
Well,
I liked that moment where you
I
were
would have
like,
been able to keep the wealth.
yes.
It said to keep the wealth back, so
Yes.
nothing would have happened. It wasn't almost a problem.
But you had to spend energy to do that, right? Did you trick that energy down?
No, I didn't. I'll do that now.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So, I got the old steel smasher.
Oh, the thing that remembers music?
Mm-hmm.
What's it do?
So it's a weapon. During a purple encounter, I get to gain a damage cube to the damage pool for the opponent.
Okay.
But more importantly, it helps smash something we want to smash. Maybe.
Cool. Sounds good to me. So you've already done your energy.
You don't have to have this, by the way, to complete the chapter. Spoiler.
Well, it's fair to point out, because
Yeah.
you did say that you know this.
Yeah.
And we've specifically done this.
There's multiple ways through this chapter. I might be going on the path towards completing a couple of them.
But I also chose to go towards the sword. So you're doing your you're resolving your action based on what I've done.
Well, I knew that I could gain experience if we climbed the sword, so I
Yeah.
said, yeah, let's go do that together.
Yeah. I kind of want to go to the Grub Woods.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
So I'm spending 1.
Do you want to take this with you?
Do I want to take this with me?
Yeah.
You're offering, yeah.
Yeah, I'll just trade it with you.
Sure, what are you trading?
I'm just letting you take it.
Giving it to me?
Because, yeah.
Because I trusted you with that gold?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going into the Grub Woods. Explore when you enter this location. Exploration is free. So I spent 1 to move in here, and I'm immediately going to figure out what's happening.
Right.
So I'm going to hand you the book. There
Well,
you
why
are.
don't you read the back?
I
of the
am
yeah.
first, but I assume you might need that.
All right.
Some think it was given this name because it fed settlers in dire times. Others believe it's due to the maggots crawling over its slumping trees. I don't like this place at all. Even in broad daylight, the Grubwood is not a good place to be. Its old trees bend towards each other like whispering hags. Old chains attached to tree tops chime with every breeze. The ground under them is foul and drenched in some strange substance. As you inspect it, you're startled by a hooded figure that watches you from behind the trees. Its frayed cap arches up on its back as if covering a pair of wings. When the creature realizes you've spotted it, it runs away. Intrigued, you give chase, but after a while it disappears between the gnarly trees. Tired, you lean on one of the trunks, only to discover that it is crawling with fat, white maggots. Remove this location card and replace it with location 110. The exploration ends. So this is now called the Haunted Grubwood.
Yep.
Different little. The flesh of fat worms that crawl over the slumping trees is pungent and gooey. The sound they make when thrown into boiling water resembles a child's shriek.
Ew.
This is horrible.
Yeah.
I don't like this place. So this is just gone.
So that's going to come. That goes out of the game.
Yeah.
From now on, whenever we would reveal 108, we're going to put down 110.
Yep.
And in fact, we can go ahead and mark that we're taking it out right now. So nice. One thing I like is that these cards, whenever you replace them, it's going to reference the old card. So we have removed location 108 and replaced it with 110.
So here at this location, I could explore.
Right.
I could spend an action to cook worms and gain 1 insanity and 1 food. I'm not going to do that right now. I'm going to go ahead and spend another energy.
Well, I mean, I'm trying to decide if I want to come over there and get in there with you. I don't know if I want to do it, though. I'm going to, you know what?
Hunting?
So the rules say we should go back and forth. I don't think it really matters.
Well, it's a cooperative-ish game.
So, I think I'm going to let you deal with that. I'm going to move up here. I'm going to go back to Quackalope.
Back to the Menhir. Well, and you can, for free, you could explore that Menhir to get some more information on it, couldn't you?
I could.
I don't know anything about it. You can just tell me what you know.
I can't.
About
Well,
it.
I know this.
Yeah.
We don't have the Menhir rights. So we can't light any Menhirs right now.
And that's what this quest
is. So and that's what our whole quest is about. Until we have that, we can't light any Menhirs. I also know this. This particular one is a little special. You also have to have some extra tools to relight it, which we also don't have.
Because Okay. I want to keep exploring this area, partially because you said you weren't as familiar with it. I'm spending 1 to go ahead and drop down. We could flip this card. Let's go ahead and check out the artwork on the back of it. But you can read from that book there.
Okay. Even in broad daylight, the Grubwood is not a good place to be. Its old trees bend toward each other like whispering hags. Old chains attached to treetops chime with every breeze. The ground under them is foul and drenched in some strange substance. You keep thinking about the creature you startled on your first visit here. Is it possible someone lives in this foul place? So, here are your options.
Okay.
You can walk into the Grubwood or leave.
I'm walking into the Grubwood.
Well, how far do you dare wander?
Okay.
So you could skirt the border.
Yeah.
If you do that, you just roll a die. You could go deeper, but don't lose sight of the forest's edge. That means you have to pay an energy, and you have to have 1 or more courage.
Okay.
Or you could head straight into the heart of this rotten land. You pay 2 energy, but you have to have a total of 2 or more courage. So
I don't have what's required for the dive.
You don't have the 2 courage.
I'm going to do the second one, though. I'm going to spend the 1 energy, and I do have the 1 courage necessary.
So roll a die.
So I still keep the border in sight. Huh? That, attacked my head.
Keep it on the table.
Yeah, let's try that.
Keep it clean. 1. Well, that's going to go swimmingly for you.
Uh-huh.
1 plus 3. Let's check the result. Okay, 1 through 4.
Ooh.
A strange beast is licking and sucking the ooze-drenched underbrush. Draw 2 purple encounters and resolve 1 with the lower value after this combat exploration ends. So we got a Mist Stalker.
Yep.
With a value of 5. And we got the Dread Crawler with a value of 14. So you're going to be doing the
lower
Mist
one.
Stalker.
Well, now we get to show off how battles work.
Yeah. Now it's got Ambush.
Okay.
Which is great for you.
I'm going to cycle these a little bit.
And a couple of things to note. If you lose all energy, escape from combat.
So I've got 1 notch that I could go down.
Yeah,
but it looks like there's a chance it'll happen pretty quickly.
It looks like you're going to lose energy on a lot of those things, so...
that sucks.
I don't think you got much of a chance of beating this thing, but... Because you got 1 card to do it.
Yeah.
Because you're going to draw 3 cards, discard 2. And then you play 1.
Okay, well, let's take a swing at it.
All right.
Combat?
Yep.
I'm drawing 3, right?
3 cards.
Playing 1.
So now it's ambushed, so you immediately have to discard 2 of those cards.
Because it's ambushing me?
Yeah. So I would say you're probably going to want to find whatever lets you draw a card.
This one lets me draw a card and prevents damage. Lose 2, draw 2 cards.
And that has that might not be a bad one.
But 0 to 1, I'm already going to lose energy.
That's right.
So I'm boned. I mean, I'm just completely...
Yeah, you can't win.
Yeah. Like, I play this down. I discard both of these. It cycles. I can't do anything more. It comes over to this guy. Lose 1 health. Or
That's
cube from him.
Yeah, it loses the
he heals
damage
by 1. And then lose 2 energy. My energy drops to 0. I
then
am
you escape from combat.
Escaping. And,
Well, the nice thing is you didn't lose health. It didn't really cost you anything.
he just shut me down.
He just shut you down.
I'm just, like, cowering. Do these get shuffled back in now?
So you're going to put them back on your deck, and you're going to shuffle your combat deck. You're always going to shuffle your combat and diplomacy decks after the encounter. The encounter itself, however,
Goes to
the bottom of the deck. You don't shuffle these decks unless instructed to.
So, I've done about all I can do, and your hammer didn't seem to help me very much.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I guess we did forget that you get to add a damage to it at the start of the
Single
combat.
damage.
Yeah. It wouldn't have done anything.
yep.
I'm going to... See, here's the debate. I spend energy, I'm exhausted.
Mm-hmm.
I think that there's... I'm going to expend the energy.
Okay.
I'm going to expend the energy. See what we see. We're in my hometown. These are my people.
You're what? You're exploring here?
Yeah.
Oh, let's see here. Conhot Farmhold. A deep feeling of loss fills everything in Conhot. From dilapidated farms to sunken eyes of those who remain in town, the Menhir in the market is all but extinguished, and everyone brave or resourceful enough has left to find a solution. If you have the Winds of Wyrdness status, remove this location card from the game. You do not. If you have the secret card 66, you do not. If you have the Hunter's Mask, if you have the Hunter's Mark, you do not. Otherwise, choose one. Visit the families of the champions from the first expedition. Ask the townfolk to help you prepare. Rest for the day in your own home, or wander the alleys twisted by Wyrdness.
I don't think I can do that last option, right?
Only if the Menhir model is not in this location.
Okay.
You cannot, no.
So I'm going to visit the families.
So, if you're to find them, knowing more about them might help.
Yeah, that's what I want to do.
Going to verse 1. This long winter, nearly everyone here has lost a friend or a family member. First to hunger, then to disease, finally the 5 remaining pillars of the community, the only heroes this land has ever known, suddenly left. Now when you look into the distant eyes of the last remaining residents, you realize they want to forget. You could loosen their tongues with mead, or you could ask them to share their burdens, or you could leave. So if you loosen their tongues with mead, there's an old custom. A late night wake for those who wander far from home. Holding it for everyone who left with the expedition won't be cheap. Pay 1 wealth or 1 food and go to verse 2. Asking them to share their burdens requires 1 of your empathy statuses, which you have, and that would bring you to verse 2 as well.
Yeah, so that's free, so...
Go ahead and do that.
Yeah.
It takes a while to break the silence of the grief-stricken people, but when you do, stories of separations and departure flood you like torrential rain. You try to remember every detail. The color of a pale Frey horse the village priestess Ninette rode, the ornament on the hauberk of young Lord Yin... the ornament on the hauberk that young Lord Yevon wore, the strange drinking horn Ifer the smith used to lug around, the birthmark of Fael, the master huntsman, the embroidered cape of Arbert, the seasoned traveler who'd seen all parts of the island. Who knows what details can help you down the road. Gain part 1 of the fate of the expedition status. Your exploration ends. So you gained a little bit of knowledge. You're learning some stuff.
Niante!
Those names are
Why
hard.
did you leave me? Okay, good.
Okay.
I'm going to pay another energy explore again. This time I'm going to take the rest in my own house option.
Rest in your own home. Go to verse 5. Many would refuse to call this place a home, but the familiar setting brings you some much-needed serenity. As you lay down to rest in your bed, you can't help but wonder whether it is the last night you will ever spend under this roof. If there's an active Menhir in this location, each party member gains 2 health and loses 2 insanity.
Well, that's great. I had no health to gain, no insanity to lose. It doesn't tell me anything about energy.
Nope.
Great. All right, so I wasted an energy. That's okay. All right, so it's time.
But you got a nice nap.
Yeah.
In a place that was familiar.
It's time to rest.
I'm sleeping with the Grubs, and you are at home in your bed.
Right, and there's dreams in both of these locations, aren't there?
Yeah. I'll go ahead and trigger your dream, and then you can tell me what happens to mine.
All right. Well, first let's do our rest. Sure. So I'm not going to eat. So because I have energy at 0, I have to lose a health. Mm-hmm. And then I go up to 4. And that's it for that.
I am going to eat this time.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and that'll heal me up
a
little bit. It would reduce terror if I had any. And then this will go up to 4, correct?
Right.
Yeah. So I'm just not happy with where I am.
But we can now spend some experience.
Oh.
Right? So
how does this work? Explain this.
Okay,
to me.
So it costs basically 2 points per opposing pair. So because I've got 2 points in empathy already, my next upgrade in either empathy or aggression is going to cost me 6 experience. I only have 3 experience.
Okay.
So the only thing either of us could actually get are going to be upgraded cards that we can add to our combat or diplomacy deck. Yeah. I am going to do that.
And that would cost how much?
So every time you upgrade a card just from your deck, that's 2 experience.
I'm going to do that as well.
Yeah, I think that's a good choice.
So I'm spending 2, and then how does this work?
Well, so so what you do is you pick the deck you want to upgrade. Since you might have another encounter.
I'm going to go ahead and do my combat pool.
Yeah, so you're going to draw 3 combat cards.
Okay.
And then from those 3, you pick 1. And then you could just put it right into your deck.
Shuffle again?
Yeah. You'd want to shuffle. And then you could take 1 out if you want to try and streamline.
Ooh. The next card does not need to connect with a lightning bolt. This is powerful.
Yeah, that's a nice one.
Place 1 charge on the sewing card. Choose an enemy attack 1 rank lower or higher. Okay, I'm going to take mercenary training. That's going to be added in. I'm going to glance through my deck just to see if there's anything that I really don't like in it. Like initially.
All right, so I'm going to take the intoxicating brew. Actually, no, because that has a spirituality key, which I don't have. So I'm not going to take that. I'm actually going to take Sweet Lies because all the keys here do connect with things I have. So I'm going to take Sweet Lies.
I'm bringing in mercenary training. I think this card seems really powerful for the deck I'm building. The deck's card does not need to connect with a lightning bolt. Like, that's nice. That just sequences really nicely.
Yeah. So you're going to get to play whatever you want behind that. And it's got a 2-ton free key, so if you've got damage down there...
And I've got an immediate lightning bolt at the bottom there, so this will almost always be able to get out, and then allows me...
You also you've got 2 additional card draws. That's a great card.
Yeah. I'm getting rid of a risky attack, because I could have a minimum of 15, and this would put 16, so I can get rid of a card. Risky attack just seems hard to play, and it's going to cost me a lot every time I do.
Yeah, with the double aggression key, the double practicality key, you don't have those.
What happens when I get rid of a card from my deck?
So you can put that back into your hand if you want to. So you're just going to put that to the side. It's still an active card that you have access to. You're just removing it from your hand for now.
For my
for the next end of day, if you wanted to,
I could pull it back.
You could pull it back in.
Okay. So that was our experience. We're still resolving the end of day phase.
Yeah, now we dream, right?
We modified our decks. Now we are dreaming. I'm going to go ahead and resolve your dream, which will probably be a little bit nicer than mine. I'm just going to assume. In your restless dream, a pale lady rises from the water, her eyes milky and her skin spoiled with rot. This is not what I... She whispers something into your ear. Her breath smells of sea salt, kelp, and rotten fish. You barely remember the words. There was something about 3 enigmas, one hidden under the island of the dead, one clutched in the grasp of burned hands and arms, and one buried in a mist-covered mound, but what could it mean?
So those are pretty big hints.
Hint.
Oh.
The dream refers to 3 out of 8 locations surrounding Kanhat. It's possible some of them are not yet revealed.
Yeah, so it talked about burned arms, right?
Yeah.
Well, look here, we got the charred conclave.
Oh, yeah.
So...
Oh, interesting. And it also talked about, so let's see here, Isle of the Dead, burned hands, and mist-covered mounds.
Right.
Interesting.
And if you remember when we were on top of the swords, we saw the 4 dweller mounds up over here.
Yep.
So
let's see here. We'll move this on to 110, and you can let me know. Your dream was... Now I think my dream might be all right. I'm not sure.
I mean, nightmares are bad. Dreams are usually not too bad.
I just mean visually.
Okay, so, well, the only thing you remember in the morning is a torment and indescribable pain. Your legs and arms feel like someone tried to rip them out of the joints.
Yeah.
Each character who has this dream loses 1 energy.
Yeah, that makes sense. But I'm not going to argue that. That's fine.
Yeah.
I deserve that.
Okay, so
I'm not doing too well.
You don't have a lot of energy to do the next day stuff.
No, we're back into the next day, right?
And you have no food?
Can I leave the,
Hey, you know what you could do?
I could spend 1.
You could cook some worms.
Yeah.
Gain a little terror,
Give
get
me
some
terror.
food, which would give you some... At least you could recharge all the way. Except you couldn't, because then you're going to have that dream again.
Yeah, I'm just going to spend an energy to leave.
Get out of there?
Yeah, that's my first action. I'll figure out what else I'm going to do later.
I don't blame you.
Okay. So I know why you don't know much about the Grub Woods yet.
You know, I recalled now that I did go through it much, much later.
Uh-huh.
And I found the thing that was looking at you.
Yeah.
And I think that there's a good thing it can give you, but I don't remember what it is.
Uh-huh.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know if it's worth going after. Oh, actually, I do know exactly what it is.
Yeah.
And I think it can be very beneficial.
Great.
Like several chapters from now.
Not right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to spend an energy to move up to Hunter's Grove. Now, we've got 2 new locations that are going to be revealed. 106, which we didn't reveal when you moved up here because it didn't have this connection. You're not going to be able to move up there.
And that's the 4 dweller mounds.
Yeah, and here's the town of Whitening.
Okay. With the former masters of the island gone, no one is left to guard their burial treasures, hopefully. And then once this place had another name and a busy market, today no one goes there.
Right. I'm going to go to Whitening. So I'm going to travel again.
No, it just said no one goes there.
Hey. Yeah, I'm knowing.
Okay.
All right, so read me some Whitening. Actually, there's this lightning bolt there.
Yeah, so draw a blue encounter card when you enter this location.
Here we go. So, plague. So I'm going to put a marker right here on the gray area.
Okay.
And then I have 2 options. Actually, first let me read the text here. A group of outcasts stricken with red death visits this settlement. All doors are shut. Here are my options. I can evade the infected, or I could ask for shelter. I could avoid it if I had 4 reputation, which I don't, so I have to do this. I don't think failure's kind of bad for me. So I don't have any spirituality, so that's what you need to ask for shelter, so I'm going to just try and evade these infected folk.
Okay.
All right, give my diplomacy deck a good shuffle here.
Yeah, do better than I did.
Yeah, I think I want to. I think I need to
Win.
I think I really need to win this one.
Because the failure is you're going to draw some card that I'm not familiar with, but I think you are. It sounded like you knew what was going on.
I have an idea. I've not had to draw that card, but I'm pretty sure I know it. Because I've seen that card mentioned a number of times, always in context of the Red Death. So.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I'm like, probably going to try and avoid that.
That sounds lovely.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's see. So I've got the cards I drew. Sweet Lies, which is the one I just upgraded. Empathize and Captivating Song. Interesting.
Put them up a little bit.
So, based on where these lightning keys are, I'm not going to be able to play any secondary card. I don't have magic, and there's nothing in the free.
If you played this one would tie to it, wouldn't it?
If I had spirituality.
Oh, and you don't.
I don't have spirituality.
Yeah. You don't have any magic. Yeah, you're right. You could play this one first and draw a card, but that's a timed event, so it wouldn't happen until your next turn.
Yeah. If affinity is not green, lose 1 reputation. Draw 1 card. That's not terribly bad. Okay, so what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to play Sweet Lies.
Okay.
And upon placement, I add 2 charges to this card. I can then pay a charge to remove a timer if I put one down. Now,
you're also drawing a card.
I get to draw a card because of that, exactly. That's why I was playing it. Risky Ploy. So if I was to do that, each party member draws 1 extra card in their draw step, but if it's discarded, affinity goes down 3 steps. Now, one thing I forgot is that affinity goes up because I do have that up symbol in the free slot.
Uh-huh.
Boy, this stinks, though, because I'm just looking now at the opponent response. I was really excited about this double symbol, thinking I could get him to move up a little bit, but on his response, he's going to discard, and I can't play anything. I don't have any magic.
He's going to discard that card.
So it now goes back over to the opponent, to the folks infected with the plague. The affinity goes back down 1 step, and then you discard the last card in the sequence, which is no good. That's no good. So these are my 3 cards. So now at this point, I would discard down to 3. I've got 3 cards. Draw 1. Bizarre Methods. Interesting. Toss a dial. Skull, lose 1 reputation. Grail, nothing happens. See, the problem here is I still don't have a lot of keys that are changing.
You really need some spirituality.
Yeah, but at least in this case, if I had magic, I could get it to go up. But because I am connecting this symbol to my caution, I get to go up 2.
Okay.
I toss a dial. Doesn't really matter the results of this. Oh, it does, because I do have a reputation. Never mind. So, skull.
Of course.
I lose a reputation.
Of course.
I'm not going to be able to connect any of those again. This is not going well.
No.
It goes back to my opponent. Affinity goes down 1, although I now have a net increase. And we discard the card in my sequence. Discard down to 3, draw 1. Got misdirection. Okay, I've now got something that links.
Yep.
So
now
that's
you can try to do a chain. This can also multiply here. You're up.
So this is good.
Yeah.
I place this down, and because I've got caution here again, it goes up 2 more spots. I think I've got it here at this point.
Okay.
If affinity is not green, lose 1 reputation. Oh, it's not green. Oh, but I have no more reputation to lose.
You already got rid of
that's
reputation.
fine. Now, I can now link misdirection because I do have the empathy So I link that, and I've got it's an up, and it goes
This
up.
is going to seal it for you.
So it goes up there. Now we do the affinity check. I've won reward, 1 magic, 1 reputation. So boom, boom.
I kind of thought you were in trouble there.
I thought I was in a little bit of trouble. That was a good card for me to draw. So I will say that upgrading your diplomacy deck is important because there are a lot of combat cards out there, a lot of encounters. The enemies are tough and they can kill you in a combat, but you always have the option to escape. Diplomacy, it's different. You have to usually go through the diplomacy, and there are definitely some diplomacies in the deck that say if you fail, lose all life, lose all health. So a diplomacy card could kill you.
So let's see here. You just resolved that draw symbol.
Right.
Now, is there other stuff you want to do there at that location?
I'm going to stop here. I'm going to rest.
You're going to go ahead and rest at this point.
At this point, I'm going to just stop and
And that's because you can get the whole way up to 7. I can only go up 4 anyway. I might as well spend a few more because it's just a spend it now or spend it later type of thing.
Yeah, if you had food, it would be a different story.
Well, here's what I can do. If I wanted, I could go ahead and just spend my 2 to gain a single piece of food. Or I could explore this location.
You're not going to gain anything if you do that.
No, it doesn't actually.
Because then you would spend the food so you don't lose the health.
But then I'd lose the health.
Yeah, so it doesn't really
So let's do this.
anything for you.
I want to go ahead and learn a little bit about the Warriors Fair.
Okay.
So I'm going to spend 1 to just do a simple exploration there at 103.
103. The Warriors Fair.
Okay.
The sea of tents bustles with the sounds of combat and haggling, though you can't help but notice that even this festival has grown smaller since last year. It is a strange place. On one side, lords and rich merchants from all over the island. On the other, young men trying to prove themselves in combat and earn a contract, or a rare lone warrior looking for a new master. Here's your options.
Okay.
You can learn about the Quanox champions and their expedition. You could take part in the grand tournament. You could explore the city of tents, or you could buy a contract and try and sell it for a profit. That costs you, you have to pay 1 wealth to do that. And of course you could leave.
Let's do the... I got a little bit of wealth. Let's do the buy a contract.
You want to buy a contract? I've never tried this option. That's great. Okay, pay 1 wealth.
Okay, paying it.
First 9. After a while, you manage to get a hold of a mercenary contract of a young warrior. Unproven, yet full of potential. Just like you.
Oh, well, shucks.
If you have the deal breaker status, or if there's a time token on this location, exploration ends, no one will trade with you.
No.
Yeah, neither of those are the case. Otherwise, roll the die and add 1 for each point of practicality and check the total result.
I've got 1 point of practicality.
Yep.
Okay.
4.
5.
So 5.
Yeah.
This is harder than it looks.
Okay.
After several rounds of strenuous negotiations, you barely break even. Each party member gains 1 experience and loses 1 energy. Gain 1 wealth.
Okay.
Place a time token on this location, and exploration ends.
Okay. So I'm up an experience.
Yeah, that's not a bad thing.
No. Cool. That'll work.
Yeah.
I'm completely out of energy,
Yeah.
and you're resting.
Yeah, I want to get back up to that 7. I feel like I'm going to be able to do a lot more with a full thing.
End day. Consume food. I am not consuming food, so I'm going down.
I am going to consume food because I want to get my full energy up, and I also get to heal. So my health goes up, and then my energy goes up to 7.
I'm going up to 4. Restore to full. Advance your character by spending experience. Neither of us have enough at this point.
Nope.
Modify your dex. We're not interested in that. Are either of us at locations with dreams? I believe
I am.
You are. Am I at all?
No. Just
so
me.
Your location is 107.
Yep.
Your dream of home is understandable. considering for the first time in your life you've wandered so far from it. But why is everyone talking and walking backwards?
Don't know.
Okay. So, interesting.
Right. So, start of day. We tick down the Menhir. We're going to go down to 4 days.
Yeah, we're running out of time.
We're good.
All right.
Remove time tokens. So we'll take this off of the thing. I believe if it was a quest token, we'd leave it there. We reveal the next event card.
Event.
So this is going to be one of those random events now. Hey, good weather. Look at that.
Nice. So this will go just on
right
top
there.
Here. Awesome. Your first travel today costs 1 less. Experienced journeymen know how to make the most of decent weather while it lasts. Okay. So if you're going to do some stuff, I could potentially get over to you and join you a little bit easier. Depending.
You know what I think would be helpful? Is if you got over to the Charred Conclave
and fought
and took out that and did that gray encounter, because that's a once per day thing.
Yeah.
And then I won't have to deal with it.
Yeah. Okay. Let's make sure our day's set up. Event card, move guardians, item secret cards. Nope. It's time to go. So I'm going to go ahead and spend that free movement to go here. Spend my second movement to go here. And let's go ahead and trigger a gray encounter when you enter this location.
Now, do you want to wait to go there? We could potentially go as a party.
No, I want to punch him in the face.
You want to just do it on your own?
I mean, do you specifically want to fight with me?
Yeah.
All right. I didn't think you did.
I might just run anyway.
Yeah, let's see. I have a weird claimed, a man who ventured too far. Drawing 3?
Yep.
All right, I'm going to slide your diplomacy cards
No
over to the
problem.
side. Let's see what we get. 1, 2, and 3. He's going to start scaring me. That's his main effect. But doing 1 damage to start with isn't bad if it sets me up with something better. I don't have a lot of stuff that can trigger.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to chain anything.
No. I mean, I could possibly chain this here.
Oh yeah, you could do that.
Which would get
and that would actually let you draw a card too if you were to do that.
Okay. I don't hate that. So let's see here. I'm going to start with careful planning.
Okay.
Which will draw me a card.
You have to lose an energy.
It will lose an energy. Each party member draws 1 extra card in their draw step. So this will continue drawing me cards, but I also draw 1 from that connection. Right. And now I do have a piece of magic, but I don't...
You know what? Magic is hard to come by.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think I want to spend that. I'm going to go ahead and do the careful attack, which we were looking at earlier.
Okay.
Which will pop in here. That's going to do 2 damage.
Right.
Down here at the bottom. It triggers there. And then lose 1 cube less and prevent 1 damage. So
you can't... Yeah, you can't do anything else, right?
No.
Okay. So the enemy responds.
At 2, I'm going to gain 1 terror and take 1 damage, but this is going to prevent 1 of those damages.
Yep.
So I'm just taking a single point of terror.
Right.
And then I draw 1 card up.
Plus an extra card because this is your draw step.
Good,
and that's the careful planning gets you that.
Okay. So let's see here. What are we working with? Defend, find weakness, attack, or hold guard. So I've got a chain here that'd be possible if I can find something that sequences with it. Hold guard and then defend would, but those are just defensive. Like I kind of want to get some damage out, and I've got another ×2 here.
Yeah, that's 3 points of damage right off the bat.
So I'm starting with this.
You're just not gonna. Oh, but you're not gonna be able to chain anything off of it. But
I'm not. But that amount of damage is not too bad to do.
Yeah, that's
right?
good. Yeah.
So I'm starting here. And like you said, that is 3 points of damage.
Yep. You put a time marker on this.
That's going to go... No, it's not going to quite go away, though. I need to get to 7 in order to defeat him.
So that's... Now goes to your opponent.
Yeah, because I can't do anything from this position. Lose 1 health. That's covered up now, so I am going to be losing a health.
Well, yeah, but actually you're going to lose 2 health because this attack...
1, 2.
Yeah, that gets you another...
I made myself vulnerable.
Yep.
Gain 2 terror. 1, 2. Mm-hmm. Okay. And then it's back up to the top of the round.
And now
Time
this
marker goes off
right
to draw a card.
So first you draw.
Okay.
First you draw plus an extra card for this.
So 2. Okay.
Now this comes off,
Then that's
and now you get to
off.
draw another. So you're coming into this with 6 cards.
I should be able.
You should be able to change
seal the deal
something
at this point. I've got a ×1 down here.
Look at this. You got throw and a weapon. So this is cool because this is a card that if you play it, you can flip over a weapon. You're throwing your weapon to do extra hits.
Interesting. Show me how that works, because I think it'll kill him, right?
I think it would.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and see how that works. So if I place this down here.
Right. So you get immediately this 1 damage for that.
Yep.
So that takes him up to 6.
Yes, sir.
Now, upon placement, you can flip over 1 weapon or shield to gain 2 additional damage markers.
This item is inactive until the end of combat.
Yeah, so you would just flip over your old Steel Smasher.
Wait, I'd flip over
Your old Steel Smasher.
Oh, that weapon.
Your weapon.
That weapon.
The weapon you're carrying.
Oh, I gotcha.
Yeah.
I was confused for a second.
No. You flip over your weapon. You put 2 more damage on it.
He's gone.
He's dead. You killed
Nice.
him. So now your loot is 1 magic.
Taking 1 magic.
Which
you
is
said
cool.
Is hard to come by.
Yeah. And, your weakness is you're cursed. So when we are activating Menhirs, it's always going to cost us a little extra magic. So
it's
you
good to
getting
have.
magic is good.
And then this will refresh. And so I just spent a lot of time carefully planning how to throw my hammer through that dude's skull.
Yep, that's it.
I like how these tell stories.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite parts of this combat system.
Yeah. And we get to reveal 109,
Okay?
the Island Asylum.
But what I don't get to do is reduce my terror or heal my health.
Not until you rest. Oh, but you don't have any food.
Yeah. I could go ahead and eat. I could spend energy to get that food.
But
though.
listen, we're putting a time marker on here.
Okay.
Because this is the once per day kind of thing. If I'm able to get to you,
You could give me some.
I could give you some food.
Okay.
I'm going to come over here
Well, that's the wrong
to
direction.
the Hunter's Grove. I don't have to pay energy because of good weather. But I'm going to explore the Hunter's Grove.
Okay. Which number is that?
102.
102. It's still here, as always. Enormous empty eye sockets start to watch you as soon as you descend into the moss-covered basin. The horns, as wide as a long ship, are now a home for countless birds. Inside the vast skull lies a quiet, candlelit shrine with several straw mattresses strewn about. The local hunters call this ancient skull Stagfather and lay charms and offerings around it. The legends say that the Stagfather takes the dreamers away to join him on a great hunt. If you don't have the tracker status, go to verse 3.
We do not have the tracker status.
A trail of blood and broken branches is not unusual in the sacred forest of the Great Hunter. You almost pass it without noticing. When the imprint of a bloodied hand on a white birch bark catches your attention, the prey certainly wasn't an animal. Gain the tracker status.
All right.
Then choose one. Follow the trail or carry on.
I'm going to follow the trail.
Go to verse 5. A tangle-haired bow maiden lies hidden deep in the briars, clenching her pierced gut. It looks like the hunter became the prey. Judging by the bow maiden's hiss and curses, there's still some fight in her. You approach regardless. Her wounds looked beyond your help. There's only one place where they can tend to injuries like this, the island asylum off the coast of the south, but it's a long trek to save a bloodthirsty servant of a Stagfather. Place the time token on the dial and set it to 2. This dial moves with your character model. As long as you have the dial, add 1 to each movement cost you pay. When the dial ticks down to 0, discard it. This will make the task impossible to complete. You can also voluntarily discard the dial at any time. New task. Bring the wounded bow maiden to the island asylum and explore the asylum to find help for her. Exploration ends.
Okay.
So you've picked up a woman.
Yeah. Well,
that time
I'm
dial
very
is,
good at that.
that time dial is like you carrying her with you, right?
Yeah. So it's going to cost me 2 additional energy every time I move. So I want to get down to you.
Okay.
So that's 1 movement, 2 movements. So that's going to be a total of 4 energy. Too bad I hadn't started there, because then my first travel of the day with the good weather is
would have been free to start with.
Well, it would have been 1 less energy, so it wouldn't have been totally free because I'm paying 2 energy.
Yes.
So 4 energy. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm down to 2. Yeah, I'm going to give you my food since we're at the same place.
Yeah, I need it.
And then I'm going to pass.
I'm gonna be honest. I shouldn't have gone into the Grubwood. Like, we just met up for the first time since I went into the Grubwood. I'm not looking that good.
Yeah, like what happened to you?
Like, I got some like, there was maggots on the trees, and I kind of curled up and slept there, and there was like,
Hey.
I couldn't even do very much.
I had a brush with the Red Death. All right, so
Yeah,
I don't care about your maggots.
that was a bad place to sleep.
All right, so I think we're both passing, right?
I still have 1 energy I could expend. I don't know that there's a lot I should or could do. I could explore the card if I wanted.
You could.
You know, and I'm gonna be gaining 4 no matter what. It's gonna be the same difference. I might as well. So I'm gonna spend 1 to go ahead and check out 104.
104.
Let's see what's going on.
The Charred Conclave. It doesn't take long to find it. You just have to follow your nose. The remnants of an enormous wicker man kneel at the bottom of a small vale. You were here when it was set alight years ago. The day was wet. The wicker man smoldered but didn't burn. Its victims, dozens of tightly packed druids, are still inside. Their melted faces and charred beards pressed against the bars and looking toward the gray, silent skies. Barely audible, ceaseless whispers seem to fill the air. If you're playing Maggot, go to verse 10. We're not. Otherwise, choose 1. Stay a while and listen, dig through the remains, or leave while your sanity remains intact.
I'm gonna dig a little bit.
You're gonna dig. You hum a joyful song to drown out the whispers and get to work. Prying apart half-melted bodies is grim and foul work, but you do find some valuables that were locked away with the unfortunate druids.
Okay.
So if you don't have part 1 of the pillager status, we're gonna gain 1 random non-companion item and part 1 of the pillager status.
So is that just an item from the draw deck here?
Yeah, so just draw the first card. If it says companion, you'll draw another. Oh, the adventurer's kit.
Does not. Adventurer's Kit. Ignore the effects of heavy rainfall and unnatural chill events.
Yeah, that's kind of a nice card.
Okay. Well, I got it. Is that it?
Each party member who has more than 1 empathy gains 1 terror, but you only have 1.
Okay.
So yeah, that's it.
Cool. So those burned bodies did not affect me quite as much as maybe they should have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we rest?
I'm resting now, yes.
Yeah, I'm going to rest too. So, end of day. I don't have any food to eat, so my energy is going to drop down to 0 and then bounces back up to 4.
I do have a food, so I'm going to heal 1, and then I lose 1 terror.
Right.
And then my energy is going up 4 as well, right?
Right.
So is it going to hit 5? Because I stopped at
You're
1 here?
You're at 1, so you go up to 5, yeah.
Okay, cool.
So, next we're experience. We don't have any experience to spend. Back up to the start of day.
We do have a dream, though.
Oh, we do have a dream.
Yeah. And we're both going to be here, right?
Yep.
In your dream, you flee from a rolling wave of darkness slowly consuming the land behind you. You try to pick your path carefully, making sure to gather ample provisions along the way and to rekindle any menhirs you find. After a while, the wave catches up with you and swallows you whole. You come back to the start of the dream. This time you flee as fast as your legs can carry you, but hunger, dead ends, and the beasts of this land quickly end your life. Hint: to survive, you need to move fast, but not at the cost of your resources or survival trait. Did you have a weird dream?
Yeah, something about moving fast.
I got eaten by animals.
Yeah.
So, Don't.
All right, so start of day.
Ticking down.
Menhir.
3.
3.
Yeah.
This time marker comes off the card.
Uh-huh.
And this timer clicks to 1.
You got one more day to get her to the island.
Right.
Okay.
Now, if we were to move as a party,
Yep.
we could share that cost, that energy cost.
So it would cost 3 total, though, right?
Yeah, so...
It wouldn't really... You want me to spend a lot more of it.
No, that doesn't make much... Well, I've got 4. You've got more energy.
I can. So I'll spend 2. You spend 1.
Okay.
Is that fair?
That works.
So I'm now taking the burden onto myself in a way.
Right, and so now we're here at the island asylum.
The place where humans first set foot on this island is now the last departure point for their sick. Okay. Interesting. This is like where they send their mad
Right.
to leave.
We've come this far as a party. We've each got, what, 3 energy? Let's, we may as well explore together.
I'm okay with that.
Okay.
Oh, let's see here. 109. I'm kind of interested about this place. Island Asylum. The waves splash against the hull of the boat. A silent hooded man slowly ferries you to a secluded island. The dark willow grove overlooked on 3 sides by an ancient necropolis carved into the side of the mountain. You know the sick are kept in deep, dark holds, yet you still feel uneasy stepping down onto the shore. Grim monks and the keepers of this place inspect your body despite your objections. Only then do they agree to listen to you. We don't have card 66.
Nope.
We do have the tracker status.
Yep.
Hand dial representing the bow maiden.
Yep.
Go to verse 11. All right, so we're triggering something here.
Yes, we are.
How do I find verse 11?
Turn the page.
Yep. Verse 11.
Oh, we get to do the decoder ring.
Yeah. You want to do that?
Sure. We will be going to the Book of Secrets, verse 147.
147. Book of Secrets. There's so many secrets. It's kind of cool, but it's also sort of mind-blowing that there are hundreds
Here we go.
of secrets.
The bow maiden reluctantly thanks you and hands you a small parting gift. Each party member gains 1 experience, and we gain the Stagfather's Charm secret card, number 17. Discard the dial representing the bow maiden, and exploration ends.
So we're getting a secret card now.
Yeah.
Stagfather's Charm.
Yeah. Stagfather's Charm. When you draw the bow maiden encounter, put it back at the bottom of its deck. Gain 1 food and continue the game.
So next time we see her, we'll eat her.
Correct.
Because it wasn't worth it.
Yeah.
Is that the message we just got?
I think the message is they say, "Oh, you've got the charm. You've helped our clan. Have this hunk of meat which we've hunted, and then we will not attack you."
Nope, we're eating her. Okay.
Thematically, that makes sense, right?
That also makes sense. I'm pulling in some Kingdom Death.
Sure, okay.
That's what we choose to do in Kingdom Death.
Okay.
We found a wounded person. You decide between graves or cannibalism.
We found a wounded person.
Uh-huh.
We brought her to some place to heal her.
Yep.
She gives us a charm, and then whenever we meet one of her friends, we kill them and eat them.
Thematically, this lines up.
Makes sense.
Okay, what are we doing now?
Well, I think that,
We could explore it again.
we could explore one more time. I think we should.
Are you both together? One
Yeah,
more
let's
time?
do it.
All right. Because we dropped her off, which was a good deed, but now I'm kind of looking at you like, why did you? All right, so our options. We could hire an assistant.
Hire ourselves an assistant, right?
Hire yourselves as an assistant. We could tour the island monuments, or we could sneak into the forbidden depths of the asylum. That seems like the best plan.
Let's do that.
Oh, really? Because I was being sarcastic.
No, let's do it.
Okay. I did explore with you, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah. Roll a die, add +1 for each point of practicality and aggression. So 2.
All right, but we're only going to use... The way it works is from one character, so we're not going to use mine.
But
You've
it's from
got
both,
2.
and I've got 2.
I wish we had a little bit more than
Check
that.
the total result.
We rolling a die?
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay, no whammies.
Yeah.
3, so 5. Doesn't sound great.
You managed to get into the deep halls unnoticed.
Ooh.
Go to verse 3. If you have part 5 of the Dreams and Prophecies status, go to verse 8. Otherwise, read on. Archdruid Wormtoe is in one of the deepest cells, desperately sustaining himself with magic. The last strips of skin left on his body resemble the scales of a half-scrubbed fish. His mind, however, seems in good shape. It doesn't take long for him to recognize you're an outsider. He takes a long, hard look at you. If you're playing Maggot, we're not. If you have fewer than 1 magic, we don't. Otherwise, go to verse 2.
Yeah, so he would kick us out if we didn't have any magic.
All right, you're kind of old and raspy, so read the first part of this.
Oh, sure. Okay. Listen to me, the druid says. We should let you all die for what you did to us, ungrateful filth. But the knowledge of the circle can't die with me. You have to listen. You have to remember. Hey, each party member gains 2 experience.
That is not bad.
And we gain secret card 11. Da, 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 da.
Okay.
If you don't have it yet, or gain secret card 11 if you don't have it yet, then we gain part 5 of the Dreams and Prophecies status. Dreams and Prophecies, part 5.
And we earned the Menhir rights. You can now
That's
activate
correct.
Menhirs. The cost of this action can be found at the back of each location with a Menhir symbol.
Right. So, let me continue on.
Okay, sorry.
We got a couple of things doing right now.
Yeah, but I found a thing.
Yeah. Congratulations! You've completed your first quest. You now know how to wake the ancient Menhirs.
Hey, that's what I found.
When you finish a quest, make sure to always follow the instructions in the success section of your card. In other words, it's saying we have to do that. New task. Go to a location with a Menhir icon and activate its Menhir before your time runs out.
Success. As soon as you have the Menhir rights, resolve the Chapter 1, Part 5 card from the event deck and discard this card. Remember not to change the structure of the deck.
So can I tell you what happened when I was playing this game with Jan?
Jan's a familiar name on this
Yeah,
channel.
he is. So
Yeah.
So this says discard this card, right?
Uh-huh.
So we took card 5,
Which is this
part
one right
5.
here. And I'm not mixing up this deck.
You're
I
not
just
mixing
pulled
it up.
5 out.
Yeah. So then it says we have to resolve card 5.
Yep.
Well, instead of discarding that card, which we just discarded, we discarded this card.
Uh-huh.
That made chapter 1 go on and on and on.
Forever? Maybe? Possibly?
Well, because this tells us what the next thing is you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
And because we didn't have this card, we
Yeah,
didn't
that'd
know
be-
what we were doing. And
That'd
so
be inconvenient.
we played for 4 more hours. And we're just like, when the hell does this game and this chapter end?
Place this card on top of the active quest pile. Despite your best efforts to learn and perform the ancient rite, the Menhir in your town seems beyond your help. Disheartened, you realize your only hope is to try to enable one of the two statues from the nearby locations. Quest. Activate the Menhir in one of the nearby locations. 4 Dweller Mounds in 106 or Whitening in 107. Success. When you activate one of these Menhirs, resolve the Chapter 1 Part 6 card from the event deck and discard this card. So this needs to stay out here.
Yeah, so that's going to be our active quest. That's the discard pile.
Yep.
And away we go. So we each only have 1 energy.
I got a lot of experience from that, though.
Yeah, I've got 4 experience too. And now it kind of there starts to be the question of, am I going to bank it? And I know what I'm going to do.
So we're both resting.
So we're both resting.
Okay.
Neither of us have food.
No.
So energy goes to 0,
0.
and then pops back up to 4.
Pops back up to 4.
We're not gaining any health, losing any terror. Experience. Now we can level a little bit.
Okay.
So, I think I want that second point, in that first point in spirituality. That's going to cost me exactly 4 experience to do.
Man, you're doing it. I thought I was going to do it, but if you're doing it...
I feel like I'm kind of the diplomat.
That's what I was thinking.
You could be the combat guy, so
I could if I wanted.
You could put another one in
into
practicality. That's not a bad idea.
Yeah, if you're doing spirituality now, I think I'm going to go ahead and do practicality.
But I'll tell you, it's also not a bad idea. You could buy 2 cards, which also not a bad idea.
Buff my combat deck.
Yeah. I mean, practicality, this has benefits in exploration at times. You notice that there have been a couple explorations where it's like just now it said add your aggression practicality. So that would be an extra point that we could have added to our die roll. So I wouldn't blame you if you got the practicality.
I think for now that's what I'm going to do.
Go for it.
I'm going to go ahead and buff kind of what I'm strong at. And I'm not sure. I need to look through my combat deck to see. There may be some cards that chain off that too down the road.
Yeah, it's a good idea to look through your decks to kind of know.
And you can do that at any time. Like this one here immediately
find weakness. Yeah.
Requires that practicality.
But like Beor, he
I got another one throw.
Mm-hmm. Beor, he's got a card that plays off his aggression, both in diplomacy and in combat, where for every point in aggression you do an extra damage, or for extra point in aggression you increase the affinity. And I'm playing Beor in my campaign at home. He's got 6 points of aggression, so that's huge, especially when diplomacy. When I get that card comes up,
yeah, that's massive.
I get to move that right up.
Really angry.
Yeah, it's like intimidating voice. He comes up, grabs the person, do what I say. They do it. Yeah, it's great. Okay.
So I spent my experience. You spent your experience. We can modify our decks if we wanted. We don't. We are reading a dream, however.
Oh, right.
We're staying the night here at 109.
There are no real dreams in this place. The sleep is as cold and silent as the rocks of the island. Considering how much pain and death they've seen, perhaps that's a blessing.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Back up to the top of the round. We are moving
I forgot to actually put that point into my spirituality.
That'd be important.
I should do that.
We have 2 left.
Yeah, 2 days.
Well,
there might be more over.
You want to fight together? You want to move up that way and fight together? We're gonna have another.
Yeah, I can always
retreat if you
run.
Need. Okay, let's do it. Up we go. 1 each, right?
Yep.
And draw our encounter.
This is a gray encounter.
So let's see.
I'll put the timer down there.
Place my cards here so I can get a look at
them. We got the Lone Squire, a level 2 encounter. This guy is defensive. That means each first combat card of the activation adds 1 cube less.
In a land of abandoned castles and disseminated nobility, many squires lack someone to knight them. Okay.
You say disseminated, I say decimated.
Oh, well. Either way.
Yeah, all right, let's go. Let's see.
Reading on camera is not the easiest thing
I know.
ever. Try to display them up there, remember? Okay, who wants to take the lead on this?
Well, I don't have any aggression, so I can't link onto the aggression. I have practicality, so the crippling strike might be all right.
Yeah. I mean...
this prevents a damage, and it does have 2... It allows 2 damage to come after it. I'm just trying to think if it would be better to play like the Hex first. Gain a thing when fighting a purple encounter. I think I will do that because this will link. So I'm gonna first do the Hex.
Okay.
Which is 1 damage. And also I get to draw a card.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to follow it up with the Careful Attack, which is going to do an additional 2 damage.
Okay.
And then I guess I drew from my diplomatic deck. I don't have anything I could throw. This I couldn't link that because I don't have aggression. So I'm done. I've done 3 damage. So he says he's gonna. It says he's gonna do 2 points of damage to me.
What type of encounter is this again?
This is a gray encounter.
Not purple. Okay.
No. Yeah. So I've done 3 damage. It says he's going to do 2 points of damage to me, but this card, the Careful Attack, prevents one of those hits.
Okay.
So I take 1 point to loss of health.
Now, does that attack not affect me at all?
No, that's just it. I do the activation, then he responds to me. Then you go, and he's going to respond to you.
So I'm going to do a surprise attack.
And I think that'll kill him.
Let me draw up first, just to...
No, you don't draw.
Oh, I don't?
No, because we already... So it's like we're doing this together, and then when we get to the end of the turn, after we both had our activation, then we draw back up.
So I'm just doing a surprise attack here. That's going to be
4 points.
Right off the top.
Yeah, that's enough to kill him.
Nice. Loot 2 wealth. Now, this is going to be split between us, right?
Yeah.
Because it's loot. It's not a...
Right, yeah.
It's not a reward.
So 2 wealth. You know...
I'll take 1. You take 1?
Yeah. Or, you know, you already got 2. I can...
You took 1 from me, so... in fact, I'll take 2.
And then I gave you a food. Remember that when I was walking through? And I was like,
mean, that was an expensive brisket.
All right. Take our cards back.
Yep. That went surprisingly well.
They can. When you're working together...
Yeah. But it cost us more to do that.
Yeah.
A little bit. Not much, actually, because that was a...
What do you mean it cost us more?
It didn't actually cost us much, because you just had to be there with me.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see more cards all at once. You can kind of better plan out what's going to happen. You're sharing the damage.
Which makes sense, because if we really were fighting in the same place, that's how it would be.
Yeah.
Okay. Shall we continue moving up?
Yes.
So, 1 each?
What was our event?
I don't think we drew an event.
Did we forget to draw an event?
We forgot to draw an event.
We better draw that event.
Let's go ahead and do an event. Blood Moon. Each time you resolve a gray, green, or purple encounter, receive 1 additional unavoidable damage for each enemy attack. Sign of Chrome Crunch, the god of worms and tombs.
So I don't know if I would have... All right, it doesn't matter much.
You would have taken 1 extra damage.
I'll take 1 extra damage. Does that...
You saying you don't know you would have went into that battle with me?
Nah, I probably still would have gone.
Yeah.
I still would have gone up
We
there.
got to work our
I
way
just don't know if I would have said, yeah, I'll go first. But I would have. You're down 2, so it resolved exactly the way I would have anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's each pay an energy.
I think I already paid mine. We should be even, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have to do a blue encounter because we traveled there as a party.
I'm not good at these.
Yeah, but listen, this is not a once per day encounter.
Yeah.
You would have to do it anyway.
Oh, really?
So doing it as a party
is the best.
is probably better. Okay, so we have mourners. A mourning ritual known as a keening is now a common sight in Avalon.
Okay.
So we have 2 options. We can either join the crowd. Actually, this is not an either or. This is a 2-step diplomacy.
Okay.
So first we have to join the crowd, then we have to comfort the widow. I am so happy that I put a point in spirituality because both of these steps
require it.
Well, it's not that they require it. It's like that it'll go up if you're able to connect. You can connect in either empathy or spirituality to go up.
And that'll push it?
And that'll push it up, yeah.
Okay. Well, let's see what we've got. I do not have any in spirituality, so I can't...
But you do have empathy, right?
I do have empathy.
So you've got some stuff that'll help. Like right off the bat, I know that's going to help. Okay.
So let's see here. I could immediately do Simple Truth and then Desperate Measures.
Well, Desperate Measures is really good if the affinity is not green because it pushes it up two right away.
Yeah.
And right now, it's in the gray. So you could play that one first. If you played it second, you lose that ability.
Doesn't actually help. This would push it up once and have me... It wouldn't have me draw a card. This would just push it up once, twice.
I'm just kind of wondering if I could potentially... Because all of these cards have keys, bonus keys that connect. So I could potentially
Get them all down.
I could potentially, do it right now, but I don't know. I can't. I don't think I'm going to worry about not being able to place charges in the sequence. I'm going to go ahead and play support.
Okay.
Sorry, no, I am going to play Captivating Song. I'm going to play Captivating Song. I link there, so I get to go up 1. I'm going to leave it there, and we go back to the mourners.
We're going down.
The response, it goes down. Back to you.
Back to me. I don't draw up right now because we're still in our first sequence, but this can be placed, which will go up 3.
Right. 1, 2, 3. We've resolved the first step.
We are joined the crowd.
Yeah, so we've joined the crowd. We've successfully done that. Now we have to come for the widow. So your activation ends at that moment.
Okay.
It drops back down. And now we ask, is there anybody left to activate? No, we've both done it. So it's end of turn. We discard down to 3. We're both have less than that. Now we draw back up to, we draw 1 card. And now we decide who is going to start this activation. So we can choose a new first player. But this time, you know what? It looks like it's the exact same, except this time the response is we gain terror.
Mm-hmm. I could push it up 2 again, and I could draw a card. You would draw a card on your cycle.
Well, this would push it up 2 as well.
So I could do this and then this.
Well, this is not going to push it up because only if it's green. But I do like that gives me a card. So why don't you do that one?
Okay. So we're putting down Empathize, pushing it up 2 because of this arrow and that connection.
Right.
And then there's a timer on there that'll trigger when it comes to your turn.
So now you're going to gain a terror. Yeah. Now it's my turn. We take this off. Mm-hmm. I gain a card. Now this...
You just need to push it 1 more.
Yeah. You would think that should be fairly easy. If affinity is green, draw 1 card, place 2 charges. Boy.
You don't have anything that gains, do you?
I don't.
We don't want to spend magic. Oh. Your hand's horrible. Get it back to me.
I mean, we could spend magic to do it.
Play something that gets it back to me. I can push it.
Nothing that's going to draw me a card. I don't have any passive abilities. I guess... Does this link? It doesn't even link.
Mm-mm.
So why would I play that?
Give me a draw card, though, possibly. This one would cycle a card to me.
Yeah, it does give the... It does give the... It's a free one, so it doesn't have to link.
Yep.
Are you able to connect off of these, though?
Yeah, I've got...
You have caution, but your cards... Okay, so you've got... Ignore...
I don't have anything good right now, but I'll draw 2.
This is a combat card.
Oh, am I playing from the combat deck?
No.
No. I drew this one from the combat deck.
Yeah.
There we go.
So hold on. You would have had that. You would have had that as an option to... Actually, so... Which card did I draw? I drew Eye for Detail. So... we could... If you want to... Is that going to connect?
No. That doesn't do anything for me.
Bribery is an awesome one. Because if it does connect, you can... yeah. Pay him to go up. Okay, so...
No, I don't want to pay wealth. I feel like we can resolve this without me spending my wealth.
Probably. So, I'll place that there. We'll put another timer.
You got an Eye for Detail.
We'll put that down.
Okay.
Now...
Alright, combat. Go away.
So, now... the response is I gain a terror. That's right. So, we're not losing affinity. At least that's good.
Comes to me. I gain 1, and then I gain 2 from this.
You gain 1.
I mean 2 total.
Okay.
And all I need to do is a single connection.
And I draw up 2, right? We're doing a new activation.
And guess what? This will in fact give me that.
Yeah, it goes up twice.
Goes up twice, and we have comforted the widow. I just want to see how we did this.
Yeah.
So let's see here. So when we got into the crowd,
So we joined the crowd. I started
a-
singing a captivating song.
and I echoed a simple truth.
Yeah.
And that kind of opened the crowd up to
You
us.
empathized.
I placed a hand on the back of the widow's shoulder. I empathized with her. A
Then
little
I
bit.
had an eye for detail.
You
and
recognized-
and I nudged you, and I said, "Check it out."
And I
you
gave
made
her
a false promise.
a false promise that everything would be okay.
So,
And she is comforted.
and so yeah, there we go.
Nice.
We did it.
Nice.
So, reward. This is one of the things I love about the blue encounters.
Okay.
They're almost always rewards, not loot. So we both get this. Reward. Lose 2 terror.
Oh, good. That's awesome.
So we each get to lose it.
That's
Yep.
awesome.
And we gain 1 reputation.
That's my first reputation.
Is it?
Yeah.
I had to lose a reputation in that thing.
Well, it happens.
Sometimes you get to gain experience in those too, in the higher level ones. It's nice.
That would have been nice as well. Okay. We are up here at the Menhir. Menhir.
Yeah. So let's spend 0 energy.
To check it. So let's see here.
3 energy. We can do that.
3 energy, 1 heart,
1 health, 1 wealth,
and a magic.
and a magic
per player.
Per player. I got a magic. You got a magic, and you got an extra magic. Hey, we're gonna be able to light this thing.
You gonna go ahead and do it?
Well, we're gonna have to rest.
Do we have to?
Well, right now we only have.
We've got 3.
This is per player. 3 energy for me. 3 energy for you.
Oh, let's take a break.
Yeah.
Right here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um.
I don't. Is there anything else we want to do while we're here, though?
Yeah. You know what? I'm going to explore. Do you want to explore with me?
Yeah, why
do
not?
it as a party.
Yeah, let's do it as a party. Let's go down 1. We've got a 107. Let's explore the town. Because you just kind of like swung through here, right? That's all you did before.
I think there's something in here that I can do specifically for my character.
Okay, well, let's see. The hole is here, as always, gaping right in the middle of whitening. The white lichen that gave the town its new name seems to grow out of it. It covers the walls of a nearby hall with a thick coat. Only close up can one discover it is, in fact, a layer of small, sparkling crystals, like sea salt, on the wooden posts of a pier. As you inspect it, several people watch you suspiciously. If you have false legacy,
We do not.
if you have the winds of weirdness,
We do not.
if you are playing Ali,
We are.
go to verse 13. If you don't have any parts of remedy status, go to verse 1.
We don't have any parts of remedy.
Okay, well, just make a note. You need some remedy. A pale, toothless man grabs you by the wrist. You coil back like a spring, raising your weapon, but freezing, seeing his pleading eyes. I know you, he says. You're the ward of the priestess from Kanhat. Please, you need to help us. Many are sick. It spreads like wildfire. I beg you, come. You shudder. The education you received from Niante was rudimentary, but you know that many plagues cannot be cured with herbs or simple magic concoctions, and that the overzealous healers often become the first victims of outbreaks. Visit the sick or refuse.
Well, I will visit the sick.
Oh, that seems unreasonable. 3. They have gathered them in a long, dark hall, rows upon rows of straw mattresses. Children, women, young, and elderly all share this one overcrowded space. They also share the symptoms: pale skin, black gums, loose teeth, bleeding sores all over the body, and white blotches on the skin. Is the whitening eating us too? Is the whitening eating us too? One of the women asks. Please tell us. You shake your head. There's no disease or magic at work, only severe malnutrition compounded by the lack of sunlight and a contagious fungal infection. Choose your cure. You can show some herbs and roots that could provide them some nutrition. You'd have to pay 3 energy. You could perform healing rites that will restore their health, at least for a short while. You pay 1 energy and 1 magic. and you could give them enough food to recuperate. Pay 1 energy and 2 food.
I can't afford to do any of that.
You could do 1 and 1 magic.
I could put, but we need the magic to
I've got 2.
Yeah, but you have to do an extra. We need 3 magic to light that menhir. We have 3 magic. I mean, we could get more. I think you could backtrack, and there's more magic to be had here.
We're going to be on our last day, though.
No, we have 2 more days. Because it ticks down to 1, and then it comes out. So, all right. I'm going to spend an energy and a magic.
You're going to gain part 2 of the remedy and go to verse 2. Ooh, verse 2. This is a puzzle. 4, 3, 4. 434.
434.
Let's see.
What did I do? I gave some herbs?
You performed healing rites that will restore their health for at least a short while. 434. Let's see what happens here. The problem is solved, at least for now. Residents of Whitening search their homes for the last remaining valuables with which to pay you. Family heirlooms, wedding bands, sacred talismans. Should you accept? Each party member gains 1 experience, then gain either 2 wealth or 2 reputation, and the exploration ends.
Each party member gains 1 experience.
I did that with you.
Yep.
So I gained that.
Yep.
Now, do you want reputation or wealth? You seem to be losing your reputation quickly all the time, so I don't really trust you.
You know, I think reputation is going to be helpful.
Okay. That's how it is. Go ahead and take that reputation. You're going to lose it like you have all the others.
I can get it back.
Clearly.
I can get it back.
Okay, so you got a little part of the cure.
Yeah. So, let's proceed on. We're both resting, right?
Yeah, we're both gonna rest.
So, I have no food, so I'm gonna take a hit to my health here.
No, I'm not.
No, you're not.
Mine just drops down and then goes
then
back
you
up
go back
to 4.
Then I go up to 4. Do you have any experience you can spend? No?
Not enough to make it
All
worth
right.
it.
So do we have a dream up there?
Yeah, that's what I was just checking. Dream.
I've already read this dream, right?
We have. Yeah, your dream of home is understandable.
Right.
Considering it's the first time in your life you've wandered so far away.
Yeah. All right. So, start of the day, we'll click this down. 1 day left.
Mm-hmm.
We have to draw a new event.
Yeah.
We'll remove time tokens.
Beautiful weather. Your first travel only costs 1 less. When drawing a random green encounter, draw 2 and pick one with the smallest value. Even wild animals come out of their dens on a perfect day for a hunt.
Okay, so
I can get down there. I can do
well,
that.
here's the question. We have beautiful weather.
Yeah.
And we got Hunter's Grove right next to us. We could spend a little time here collecting food.
So move into there and just spend our actions gaining some food?
Yeah.
And we draw green encounters?
Draw green encounters, but we're going to take the lower value.
Do it together? Is that what
we
you're
could
thinking?
do them together.
Let's do it together. So free move into here.
Yep.
I like where your head's at. 2 to gather food.
Yep. We're doing this as a party.
Mm-hmm.
So we spend a total of 2 energy. So we can each spend 1.
Ah, okay. And we're only gaining 1 food each then, right?
Yeah, we gain 2 food. We can decide who gets it, but yeah, we'll each get 1.
And then
draw
a green
2,
encounter.
But we draw 2 green
We
encounters.
choose which one we want to face.
Well, it says we do the one with the lower value.
Oh, never mind. Okay.
So we got a Dober Chew
Pack of Strays.
and a pack of strays. Okay,
When
so
a faraway village dies out, pack of stray dogs often become the last remainder of its existence. Cool.
right. So the reward for this guy is 2 food. Reward for this one is 1 food. This is a lower value.
He's the lower,
Yeah.
So we got to do him.
Yeah.
All right, let's take on these dogs.
Now he's got the horde. The Horde trait.
Yeah, what's that mean?
I think it means we have to discard from our combat deck. During step 3, enemy attack, the active character discards 2 combat cards from the top of their combat deck.
Okay.
So, what do we got?
And is the active the one that went first or second?
Yeah, whoever's doing the activation. So, boy, I keep getting this crippling strike.
I got throw. This is not a purple encounter.
No, but you can.
I can still throw it.
Can still throw it.
Do 1 times there, which might. Oh, it doesn't let me chain up.
So I could put this card down.
Okay.
This is a. It's going to be a persistent effect, which might be helpful later on. I think that's probably a good card for us to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's start with that.
Put 1 damage on him.
Gain 2 charges.
Yep, 2 charges.
Pay 1 charge to lose 1 cube less and draw a card.
So,
Yeah.
if I put another damage on him, then that's when that's going to fire. Now this is interesting. Unfortunately, I couldn't do that, but instead of the enemy attack, lose a cube and discard. So I'm wondering if I could somehow connect those two. You know, this would fire as the trap, but then we could pay that. You know, that'd be cool. But unfortunately, that doesn't change. So I'm done. I've done 1 damage. So
He's going to do 1 back to you, and you're going to discard 2 off the top of your deck.
right.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna discard these things face up.
Okay. My turn. Swing in here. Is there anything I can do to link off of this? You did not set me up very well, if I'm going to be honest.
Well, I mean, look at your keys here. You got the double practice. You couldn't have set me up at all.
I know I couldn't have. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying that you suck. I mean, this is really the only thing that does any damage. It would allow
you could
to
hit
draw-
him. You could hit him for 3.
Where could I hit him for 3?
Well, so it connects here. You flip over your weapon because you throw it.
Yeah.
So
2 more. That'd be 4. We don't want to do that though. That's not
right.
That's not what we want right now. I could just go ahead and draw a card though. So let's start here.
Boy, that's just setting me up. But although my first card would be free.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So I drew up. This does have a connection down here. It would allow me to draw another
The
card.
next card does not need to connect with lightning. So.
This could actually end the game right now. This is the
It
card.
would,
This
yeah.
is the one that I
That'll do
upgraded.
it.
Mercenary training's coming in handy.
That'll do it.
Lightning connects there. I do draw a card because of this. The next
Why
one
do you
does
draw a
not,
card?
Because of this.
That's a double courage.
No, I
You don't
a
have double courage.
The one I have double is the one.
Yeah,
I'm
but it
above.
doesn't matter because you're gonna get to
this
throw.
Throw.
Yeah, so it connects with your with your practicality.
3.
That's 3.
4.
Yeah, you just 4, 5. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is what you just hit him with.
So let's see what happened. Pack of Strays comes up.
Wasn't expecting the healer to come out. I did a crippling strike, just hamstrung
You
one
initially
of them.
did a crippling strike. You got attacked
Yeah, I got
a little bit. I ignored your pain.
Yeah.
I used my mercenary training and immediately threw my hammer and just, I think, annihilated the last one. So you did a crippling strike to one of them, and then I just caved in the skull of that last guy.
Yep.
Nice. That went well.
Yeah.
You want to do it again?
And we get a loot. We get some food. I'm gonna take that food.
This one's yours, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I see how it is.
Well, look at where the health situation is.
I hear you. You want to go again?
I absolutely I want to go again.
Yeah. So, another experience each?
Yeah, we'll pay another energy.
Yep.
Okay, so we each get another food.
Yeah, we're each gaining 1 food.
And we draw 2 green encounters. This goes to the bottom of the deck.
Do it again.
2 green encounters.
I'm all for this.
We got another pack of strays, and we got the weird bear.
Weird
So
bear
we
is
got
higher.
another pack of strays.
Yeah.
We know how to handle these guys.
Yes, we do. Shuffle up these cards.
It's got the horde trait. again.
Same thing as before. We're just going to punch him in the face again.
I don't know if I want to go first this time.
What could go wrong?
Hey, throw.
Throws back out there. That's a good...
Surprise attack is a good one, too. Although it only connects...
Twice.
But you get to draw a card, and you set up a double.
Connects twice. I draw a card. I set up a double.
And then you could throw following it, because it links.
It has a direct link. Well, let's go ahead and see how this works.
Yeah, I don't even really need to do anything, because you're going to do it.
I'm doing 2 damage to him right there.
Yep.
Setting up a double.
Drawing
a card. Let's go ahead and do a throw next, which is going to do
another 2
more
damage.
Plus 2, because I am caving in his
card.
skull. You know what I like to think in this situation? You know that one that you did a crippling blow to a minute ago? I caved in the skull of like the rest of the pack. Mm-hmm. This was us just finishing off that guy that
yeah, that was just the last bit of the horde.
I walk over calmly, pick up my hammer, and just
chunk it again.
Yep.
Cool. So, we get another food for that?
Yeah, I'll take that one.
All right. Sounds good.
Boom.
All right. This goes back to the bottom of the green deck. Now, I know that there's a little bit good stuff to be had down in Quanox, so I'm getting down there. I'm going to spend an energy to go there. You might want to do the same.
Should I follow you down there?
I think so.
All right, let's do it. 1 energy, down to this area. I'm down. I'm not going to expend any more energy, I don't think. Are you?
Well, yeah.
Actually, we're eating, so I can.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Also, I know that if we rest in our own homes, that's an additional increase of health.
Well, and I forgot that I was eating, so yeah. So we're both spending to rest at our own home.
Well, yeah, but if you just stay there, I mean, because when you rest, you're gonna get rid of your terror too. So don't worry about it.
Yep. I just want to clean the slate.
Yep.
So 102.
I mean, do we need to read it? I think it's an increase of 2 health.
I just wanted to reference it. Let's see. Where is the modifier? Oh, it's right here, isn't it?
We're in 101.
Oh yeah. So let's see here. Verse 5. Yeah. We're going to gain 2 health and lose 2 terror because we are actively resting in our own home. And are we eating a food? Are you eating a food?
So first we do that, and then we have to pass for the rest of the day. Okay?
Yeah.
So
we're resting right now.
So first the
hear what you're
consequence of that exploration is that we gain 2 health and we lose 2 terror.
Yep.
Now but then you have to pass.
Yep.
Okay, so now we go to the end of day. Now I am going to eat a food, which is going to increase my health 1 more spot. Then I increase my energy to 4.
I don't really need to eat a food. I got rid of my terror by doing that. But
so you're gonna lose
I'm gonna lose a single health and just pop up to 4 here.
Yep.
Okay.
That's it. Okay, so now we're going to go top of the day. Do you have any experience to spend?
No, I was just checking that.
Okay.
And is there a dream in this location?
There is.
Have you read it yet? I think you stayed there one night, didn't you?
I think we probably have read it, but you want to take a look?
Let's just double check. In your restless dream, a pale lady rises from the water. Right. Her eyes milky, her skin spoiled with rot.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay,
so it's currently at 1. So we removed the dial from the Menhir.
So it's like the dimmest of light.
Yeah, it's going out.
Yeah.
It is going out.
And we didn't even get to explore the Grubwood much. How disappointing.
Yeah.
Let's possibly find some magic.
The thing is, we have to have 3 energy.
We gotta go here. Anyway.
I mean, I'm gonna have to spend 2 energy to get back up to whitening.
Oh, what you're saying is we're in trouble.
What I'm saying is we're not going to be able to light the Menhir no matter what.
Unless it's a beautiful day.
Let's check that event.
Okay. This is chapter 1, part 3.
It's not going to be a beautiful
day. Okay. You recognize many constellations in the night sky. The twin warriors, the seal and her cub, the wench, and also the cup, which is said to have appeared in the heavens when Arthur claimed the Grail. Now it seems that one of the stars on its edge has turned red, as if the cup was leaking blood. What foul omen is this? Your time is running out. No kidding. Your next travel of every character costs 1 less.
Okay.
Place one additional random event on top of the event deck, then discard this card. One goes on there. This card gets discarded. Oh, discarded here. So it does cost one less.
God, I really want to search here, though. You can get an item.
Yeah.
But it's probably not worth it.
We gotta light that guy.
Yeah.
You realize if we don't,
we lose 2 health and gain 2 terror.
That's it.
That's if the Menhir goes out, and you're on a location that's not lit.
Yeah.
You lose 2 health and you gain 2 terror. And until you get that Menhir lit, the beginning of every day, that would happen. We can avoid it. We can get up there and do it. We should just do it.
You think so?
I mean, I would love to try and get an item because you can talk to the people and ask them for stuff and they'll give you stuff. It also makes you feel bad about it. It's like some adventure you are asking for.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
nice.
So let's just go up. You would take a status. So I don't know. Maybe the status is bad later down the road.
Okay.
So heck with it. Let's just go get it.
So this is going to be free.
That's
Are you
free.
doing this with me?
Oh.
Or am I fighting it myself?
Listen, let's go this way.
We have to get another piece of magic.
Shit. You're not gonna be able to afford it then.
I was hoping the guy we face here, the victory would be magic. One of them was. That's the. What if I just go there first?
You go there first,
just in case we're screwed either way.
Because if it doesn't matter, then I'm gonna search.
All right, go ahead and check for me. Your reward gonna be magic?
Oh, you got the seasoned warrior. He's tough.
The ward's also not magic.
He's got feint. So feint, yeah, the damage that you get in step 3 cannot be avoided in any way.
Good thing I have a hammer I can throw at his face. Is he a purple encounter? He's not. Darn it.
No, this guy's gonna be trickier than you might be thinking.
Yeah.
Listen, there's no shame in
running away immediately.
Run away!
I get wealth and an item. I really wanted magic.
Bravely ran away.
We're not going to be able to light this. Like,
no.
I need to defeat him and search there, or can I run away and stay there?
You can run away and stay.
All right, well, let's try to face him first. Let's try to fight him.
All right.
I mean, could I run away immediately?
Of course.
Like first action?
Yeah.
What would happen if I tried to run the first action?
You just does the opportunity cost.
Which
now, it says if you don't play any cards, it fires the opportunity. So I don't know if it would fire twice. So maybe it's good to play a card.
What would that do? That'd lose 2. What's that mean? Lose 2 cube? And
yeah, but it means that you take 2 damage out of the damage pool. Mm-hmm. So it's a bigger deal if you're playing in a party, and then you discard the last card in the sequence, right? So if he doesn't have any cards in his damage pool, then you discard the cards. You discard cards from your hand. If he doesn't have cubes in the damage pool, you take them out of your hand. But if you're running away, who cares? So
you choose the enemy's attack, except run away after the attack. Hold guard's not bad. To start with, he's just going to be doing 1 damage anyway. What can I push him up to? I want to get between 3 and 5, right? Immediately, if I can.
I mean, you could hold guard, and then...
I don't need to play that right now, though.
Well, I was just thinking if you did it, because then you could play this, right? Which would get you... You'd be able to draw 2 cards.
Yeah. Gain for every point of damage received.
That's only if you can go no further. So if you were to draw 2 additional cards...
I might be able to keep going?
Yeah.
I mean, right now, that seems like the best option. Let's do it. 1, 2. Prevent 2, draw 1.
Yeah, but he's got feint. You cannot...
I can't prevent any?
You can't prevent the damage from step 3 in any way.
Oh, any of it, period?
Yeah.
Ever?
Yeah.
All of it?
Yeah, if you look at you have the combat card over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, the enemy response is step 3.
So, I mean, this can't.
It doesn't
really
connect because you get
I know.
2 aggression.
I was looking at it. I don't really have anything that pops in here, do I?
I mean, if you had played that instead,
3 damage.
it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you did this,
Yeah.
but that's as far as you go.
I wouldn't have these then.
You wouldn't have those. You'd go up to 5 damage. That he's gonna put a hurt of 3 on you.
Let's give it a swing. Well, I didn't do that though.
Yeah.
Right.
But I mean, it doesn't matter. I think what you're gonna do is you're gonna find out right now that he's gonna kick your ass. Just run. So you've played those cards. Now run. Pay an energy and run.
Played those cards. I drew those 2. I don't have much to do it. Pay an energy and run.
Yeah.
All right.
His opportunity thing fires, but it's not going to do any damage to you. You don't get the loot or the wealth, but
Can I run just without, like, guaranteed gone?
Yeah, you're out.
Okay.
Yeah. Sometimes the opportunity might say,
Oh, so this is worse if you're with a companion.
yeah.
I see what you're saying.
But
'Cause
the
if I
opportunity could
ran-
say 3 hits.
But what I'm saying, like, with him, if you run, he gets bolstered for your opponent.
Yeah.
So, gotcha. Okay. Well, I didn't get the magic I needed, and I lost some energy.
So I am going to search,
Yeah, I figured. I figured at this point.
and I am going to ask the villagers for assistance.
Okay, 101.
So I'll spend my energy, and then I
Ask the townsfolk
Right.
to help you prepare. Verse 3. Though they have little left, they share with you their last remaining supplies. Somehow this seems unworthy of a hero. But since all the true heroes were lost, who will dare to question your methods? If you have at least 1 reputation, and you don't have the scrounger status, each party member gains 2 food, then gain 1 random item,
2 food.
and the scrounger status exploration ends. So you just did that for a random item.
Yeah. Sorry, if I had known that the whole party got food, I'd have said, hey, stay. But so I got 1 item.
Yeah.
There's no qualifications. Be something awesome. Precious memento. Yes!
Is that good?
It's great for me. Okay, so my weakness is that if I rest, and I may have screwed this up, but I may have screwed this up at some point. But if I rest in a location card that does not have a active Menhir in it, then I can't reduce my terror.
I don't know if you messed that up.
I may not have.
Yeah.
I haven't had a lot of terror.
No.
But the precious memento, I get to lose 1 additional terror when resting. I can't give this item to another character. So I know that this character has got a hard time managing terror.
That is a great
This
card
is
for
a
you.
great card for me.
Yeah, awesome. Okay, I'm going to explore,
Okay.
because this Menhir is going to go out. We entered this just not managing our Menhirs very well. All right.
All right. So,
I think we've already read this, right?
well, we have. You've got a couple of other options here. So, here are your choices. Remember, this is where the druids were all burned in the cage.
Yep. I
So
dug through it to start.
You dug through it, so you could stay a while and listen, or you could leave while your sanity remains intact.
I'm going to listen, I guess.
All right. You stand there for a while, pondering whether this massacre was justified.
It wasn't.
The druids were blamed for the return of the Red Death.
On second thought.
What was the...
Come to think about
Come
it.
to think about
Yeah.
it. The druids were blamed for the return of the Red Death, but without them, the plague kept on, while the Menhirs weakened.
Okay.
The whispers in the wind become louder with every minute. There's still some form of left in the burnt-out husks. You wonder what knowledge or madness they can bestow. So you could learn from the conclave. You'll need to pay an energy, or you could leave.
Yeah, I'm going to learn from the conclave.
Okay, verse 10.
Energy going down.
The lipless mouths sneer at you. The melted fingers seem to beckon and call you.
Great.
An angry whisper grows like the sound of the sea. Finally, you realize they want you to come inside. To step behind the charred bars where their black arms and melted fingers may close around you into a place where your life should have ended with theirs.
Okay.
Oh no. So you could go inside, but that requires maggot or at least one spirituality. That you don't have. Or you could put your ears to the bars and gather what you can from here.
You got them to listen on the bars.
All right. After a while, you learn to distinguish singular voices in the maddening cacophony of whispers. Several threaten you or throw curses for what your kin have done to the druids. Some cry out in agonizing pain. One describes a secret invocation and a forgotten ritual. If you have at least 3 magic, go to verse 7. Each party member gains 1 magic. Each party member who has at least 1 empathy, gains 1 terror.
I do gain a terror then.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's where we can gain magic. I think that was the right choice too, sitting there and listening rather than going inside.
I didn't really have a good option to go inside anyway. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so we got the magic we need to only suffer the consequences of Menhir's going out for 1 day.
Yeah.
Cool.
So I am going to. I don't have to pay for travel, right?
You don't. First one's
And
free.
you've already resolved this. You've already done that,
I have.
right? So I don't have to worry about the grain counter. You know what I'm going to do?
You gonna search there?
Yeah, I'm going to search. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to listen at those bars.
Same sequence?
Yeah, I'm going to do the same sequence.
So you're gaining 1 insanity?
I'm going to gain 1 insanity.
And 1 magic.
And I'm going to gain 1 magic.
Okay.
And you know what I'm going to do?
Again?
I'm going to do that again.
You're gonna gain another insanity.
I'm going to gain another insanity.
You're gonna gain another
and I'm
magic.
going to gain another magic.
What'd you hear?
You know, just a bunch of dead people talking about, I'm so upset because I got burned. They blame me for the Red Death, but I didn't do it.
Come to think about it.
Come to think about
Yeah,
it.
they kind of deserved it. All right. So we're both staying here.
Yeah. Now I'm trying to decide if I want to go one more. Do it one more time.
All right. So we're both
One more time. I'm going to do it one more time.
You're
I'm
doing it
again.
one more time?
I'm doing it again. I'm
All
doing
right.
it again.
You go into you get the bars. You
Terror,
listen, and then you start to hear
So
voices.
I got the 3 magic, and I kind of read ahead a little bit if you got 3 magic. Well, I won't tell you. I shouldn't have read. I cheated a little bit.
Wait, are you doing it again with 3 magic?
No, I'm at 0 energy,
So you can't.
so I can't do anything more.
Yeah. Wait. I could do it again with 3 magic. Should I do it again with 3
No,
magic?
you shouldn't do it again
Oh,
with 3
okay.
magic.
It's a bad idea to do it again with 3 magic.
No, it's just a waste of energy.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Okay.
End of day.
Yeah. Are we consuming food?
I am consuming food. I've got all this terror now. Oh, but I can't get rid of it because I'm not in a place with it.
But you're gonna lose 1 automatically.
No. I think you can't reduce terror when resting in a location without an active menhir.
Okay.
And this is about resting.
So that is subversive to.
Yeah, it'll
help you.
It'll help, but ultimately it doesn't do much. So
I'm gonna go ahead and eat a food. Gain this. Drop this. Pop this up to 5. Advance your character by spending XP. We don't have enough yet. Modify your dex. We are in a dream location. I believe we've both had this dream already.
I think so.
Okay. Do we want to double check just to be sure? We are fleeing from a rolling wave of darkness.
Yeah, we had that dream.
Yep. Start the next day.
Okay, so
This is bad. What do we do first? Get rid of
remove the expired menhirs and discard locations that are out of the menhir range. Now, because this is the only menhir that was out there, we leave all the location cards on the board.
Yeah.
However, we immediately take 2 damage to our health and we immediately gain 2 terror.
Okay.
Hey, guess what?
Oh, you're going insane?
I am going insane.
Oh no. That's not how you're supposed to play this game. What's that do?
Shit. Oh man, nothing good. So, my rest no longer restores any health.
Okay.
I don't get to have dreams anymore, only nightmares.
Okay.
Whenever you travel or explore, you toss a dial.
Mm-hmm.
Skull, I lose an additional energy and continue the action.
Great.
If I have no energy, then I lose health instead. Grail, nothing happens. Continue your action. Yeah.
It's a good thing you
In my playthrough at home, where I'm playing with Neve and Beor, I think I've gone up into the insanity area once or twice, and almost always am able to immediately come back out.
Mm-hmm.
It has never been an issue for me.
Great.
This is new. Okay,
How do you get rid of that? You just come out of it?
you got to reduce your terror. So,
Which means you need a Menhir.
yeah,
Like yesterday.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah.
So,
So,
let's do this encounter. Mm-hmm. Good weather.
hey, look at that.
Okay. First travel for 1 less.
Right. So, let's do it.
Both going up here?
Yep. But whenever you travel or explore,
Yeah.
toss a dial.
So it might cost you 1. It
Skull.
does.
So it cost me 1.
It will cost you 1. Which is actually perfect because you needed those 3 in order to light this Menhir. If you lost 2 to move there,
Well, you could have covered the cost.
I wouldn't have covered the cost for you.
Well,
At this point, you're going crazy. I'm gonna send you down to the asylum.
yeah.
I've heard it's nice there.
Well, okay. Let's light this thing.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. So, what do we need?
We need to spend 3 energy. 1, 2,
right.
3.
0 energy left.
1 heart
1 health. Okay. Now I'm panicking too.
and 1 magic per player.
So, a total of
2 from me.
Yep,
And,
and
1
one
from
from me.
you. Put a new Menhir model on this location and set its dial to 9, -1 per player. So it's going to be set to 7 immediately.
looky there.
That is a beautiful model.
Looky there.
Okay, and when you activate one of these Menhirs, resolve the Chapter 1 Part 6 card from the event deck and discard that card. So, Part 6.
You discard this card.
Yeah, I know what I'm saying.
Key difference.
Congratulations, you've completed your first chapter of the Fall of Avalon campaign. Each character gains 2 experience and 1 magic. Okay, nice. Each character gains 1 free combat deck advancement.
Ooh.
See the character advancement section of the rulebook. Discard your event deck, place any discarded random event cards back into the random event deck and shuffle this deck. Then either save your game or draw a Chapter 2 setup card and follow its instructions to begin the next chapter.
Yeah.
So, let's go ahead and address the audience.
Yeah.
We will resolve this and clean up our state.
So we'll take care of our
We're gonna
combat cards and everything.
Take care of the combat cards, resolve this deck, and save the game off camera. Let's,
They might want to know what a combat card get.
alright. Well then let's,
I'm picking my combat card now.
never mind. So let's go ahead and do this. Let's go ahead and pick our combat cards.
Oh.
So 1, 2,
Wow, these are really
3.
cool.
Did you get some neat
I've
ones?
got Untouchable, where I gain 2 charges, pay 1 charge, prevent all damage from 1 enemy attack.
Okay.
Defend, this is a common one. Prevent 2, draw a card. That's just in a lot of decks. But then I also have this Nimble Reposition, where I get to draw a card. That's a regular reposition. I'm taking the Untouchable. That seems like a really cool card. Although the Nimble Reposition is cool because it does let me draw a card, so it's a little bit better than a regular reposition.
I think
And it's got the two multiplier here. I gotta think about that again.
I think I'm going to pull in Entangling Trap. This has a lot of connections to it. It could set me up for some damage up top here, but it also has, on the enemy's attack, instead of the enemy's attack, lose 1 cube and discard this card. So I could tie him up a little bit.
Yeah, they lose, it kind of can help them a little bit, but sometimes it's good to control the damage that they're doing too.
Yeah.
You don't want them to run away.
It just gives me a little bit more control.
You know what? I decided I'm not going to take Untouchable. Here's why.
Okay.
The connectors, the keys, a double courage and a double practicality. I don't have doubles.
I mean, I can show you the other options I had here. I didn't see one of these as extremely helpful right away.
Charge has got a double aggression, which you don't have.
Yeah, I can't do.
It adds a hit.
Yeah.
The feint is nice because it's got that double free key. It's got 2 immediate damage, double courage, but for every cube you would lose, you gain a cube instead. I've had a lot of good luck with that card because Neve, who I've been playing with, I'm playing her with the gray archetype deck. But you chose what?
I'm on the gray.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying, what card did you choose?
I was picking Entangling Trap over this one because it gave me a little bit more control over the creature.
You know what I don't like about this is that it's got that X.
I did see that
there.
X. Having a connector in every location though gives me a chance to. It gives me a chance to layer it.
Yeah, and you can connect in all practicality, and it's going to give you a draw card, so it's a good card.
I think this gives me more control to do things like throw my hammer at people, which is ultimately what I want to do.
Okay.
Yeah. So we've upgraded our decks.
Yes.
We'll resolve this off camera.
Sure.
We'll save our game state off camera so that we can just pull it back in at the start of Chapter 2.
Yep.
If the community likes and responds to this. If you made it to this point in this video, like
congratulations.
I swear, if you made it to this point in this video, share this video out. Like, the amount of time that goes into this.
If you made it to this point, you must have liked it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. And if you want to see more, I mean, I'm going to be layering, images and cards and B-roll and editing every cut so it's as clean and tied together as possible. I don't usually go on and on about how much work some of these projects are. These type of videos are way too much work. Unless you guys support me.
Yeah.
I'm just going to be honest. I won't do Season 2 on camera. Like, I won't do...
Chapter 2?
I'm just going to be honest. I won't do Chapter 2 on camera unless the audience is really excited about it. We'll get together privately and get drunk and play it. We just won't have all of this going on.
Right.
So, thank you for joining us. I hope you guys support this. I hope you guys enjoy it a lot. I hope I can bring a lot more like this to the channel down the road.
No. That was fun. Thanks, Jesse.
Yeah.
Thanks,
you
guys.
We'll see you guys. Hey, whatever you do, though, remember to do the important thing. Get out and play some games.
Yep.
We'll see you next time. Thank you.